Guys, welcome back to another episode of Heroes of Histaeria. This is our Sandsea Saga campaign. It is a bright, lovely Sunday morning, and you can see all of us are here, bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, ready to go. Let's get some player intros real quick. My name is David. I go by Zenokami in various places of the internet. He, him for pronouns. And then we've got, let's start with Pim.
Hello, I'm Hannah. She, her pronouns. I play Pimenian Knackle, Pim for short. And she, her pronouns as well. I'm a bard. Okay, bye.
All right, Cress.
Hello, my name is Button. I'm Blue Button on social media. You can find me on Saturdays on twitch.tv/thewelcomin playing in Conundrum Company. But today I'm playing Cress, Sea Elf Druid, they, them pronouns.
Yeah. All right, Lunazra.
Hi, I'm Nigel. I'm playing Lunazra. He, him pronouns. Not much more to plug at the moment.
At the moment, I like it.
At the moment.
Shoot for the stars, man.
For now.
Edenor.
I'm Max Smith, and I'm playing as Ednor, he, him for both. And I am like a ghost on social media, so you will not find me. Plus, I got a very standard name.
But you have to make it sound so threatening, though.
You're not going to find me.
He's going to find you.
And, of course, our captain, Lycus.
Howdy. I'm Raul Alejandro Gonzalez Enriquez, but you can call me Ollie. And I do mostly this and a couple other podcasts on the same channel. So if you are here, you've already seen my other shit. And I'm playing Lycus D. Stratus. We're both a couple of he-hims. And actually, his voice isn't that deep. We're both a couple of dudes doing dudely things. And yeah, that's all I've got for introductions. You can find me and anything that we're also doing otherwise posted on my Twitch, social media. What are you? On my Twitter at Cryptid Delta.
Fantastic. All right. So, you guys ready?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
All
Let's
right,
do it.
Let's die.
Let's please don't die.
What am I?
Kill.
I'm a wolf
Use the
spider.
die to die.
What the dice decide, the dice decide. The dice giveth.
Survive.
Anyway.
The dice giveth and the dice taketh away.
So, when we last left off in the remnants of the Froggrove, the once thriving home of the Gripply, a race of frog-like humanoids that have been dying off since the seas of the world were siphoned by the monarch. This quiet mud hut village was disturbed by the arrival of the merry men of the Sherwood, who had brought back 2 of the Pond Mother's lost children. However, no joyous homecoming was to be had. All of a sudden, the world was shaken by the arrival of a strange alien craft. This ship was just brought to heel, forced to materialize in this place by the cunning and determination of a gnome and a fucking badger.
Welcome.
And so, once the crew of the Sherwood managed to board the ship with some creative teamwork, they came face to face with the otherworldly invaders known as the Skum. Meanwhile, Cress and Pim managed to overpower their captor, a strange woman named Madame Zadek, who had been their jailer up until just moments ago. And through manipulation and badger ingenuity, the pair of them managed to bring her down into the arms of her long-lost flame, Lycus. In the aftermath of clearing the deck and a pair of destined meetings, the alien ship is now under assault by the Honor, a Yuan-Ti airship under the command of Captain Idris Hispida. We resume our story as the Honor bombards the ship, and Spider-Cress has just having collected and stowed some loot. Edenor has strode into the room and opened a door. Right? So, Edenor, as the door opens, you're barely able to take in the sight of the room, as there are just multiple flashes of light. You see a glowing ring of blue-green arcane sigils casting light against kind of the reddish-purple flesh hull. And just as you notice these, there's this sudden eruption of bright red light. I need you to roll me an intelligence saving throw. Cress, I need you to do the same at advantage.
Okay. Oh, okay.
All right, that's a 15.
17.
Let's see, 17 saves and 15 is, hang on, a meets it. So my friend, he beats it. Right, as
I was so
all of us-
nervous.
Same. It's like, oh, please
2
no.
campaigns ago, you're dead.
Why is it always Max? Why is it always us?
Every
You guys
time.
open the doors, right? And you just open the doors in time to see you're met with this just sudden blast of psionic energy. Your eyes are drawn kind of to this round shield that blocks your entryway. And you see the shield has kind of these blue-green veins sprawling out from the center, and at the center there's this big red eye just kind of staring back at you, and you're kind of just reminded by the monarch. And you see the shield is wielded by this Triton. He's tall, looming. He has this armor that has it has like a tentacle skull with a vertical arrangement of 3 red eyes on the chest. And he's got like barnacles kind of accenting different parts of it. As you guys are kind of like faced off with him, you see just beyond him in that circle of light, 2 more figures. One figure looks to be a half-elf woman, right? Dressed in kind of leathers like a ranger. And then the other figure is just beyond the threshold of the portal, and it is a Harengon. You see in the hands of this Harengon, who's wearing a dark red dress, you see in the hands 2 halves of looks like there are 2 stones in either hand as they are just walking forward. So you guys save. You take
Infinite damage.
no. Let's see. That's
73.
halved to
This man did drop my
8
ass.
damage.
Okay, I'm still a
Half down to 8
spider.
damage.
Holy shit.
Okay. All right.
Right. So you guys just get struck by that. This guy is kind of standing in the way, squaring off with you, Edenor. What do you 2 do? You're
Oh,
not
I
stunned
jump
or
on
anything.
him.
You jump on him. Okay.
Yeah, I think I'm going to
All right.
just go straight into an attack. He attacked me first. Yes,
Sounds like
for it.
initiative then, right?
Yep.
All right. Everybody, go ahead and roll initiative for me.
Damn it! That was nearly a 17, then it was a 7.
Oh, I got a 16.
Chris is a 7. Edenor is a 16.
Yep.
Pim, what'd you get?
14.
Pim's 14. Luna, what'd you get?
6.
6. Lycus, what'd you get?
14 as well.
14 as well. Who's the higher dex modifier between Pim and Lycus?
Probably Lycus. I got +2.
I got +3, yeah.
All right, so Lycus, you're up. All right. Okay, let's see. So your current order, you've got Edenor going first, followed by Lycus, followed by Pim, followed by Cress, followed by Luna. Do you guys want to make any swaps in this?
Who's after Edenor?
After Edenor is Lycus.
Lycus, can I trade with you?
Of
I'm right
course,
there.
I'm in a different room.
I think
I'm
that
not
outside.
makes
there.
sense.
Okay,
No one-
so we got
No one wants to go last?
we got Edenor, we got Cress,
Yeah.
followed by Pim, followed by Lycus, and then finally Luna bringing up the rear, which is fitting because you're not in the ship at the moment.
Yep.
Okay. You guys resisted and you're squaring off. You look like you're about to go in. You can see that the Triton, right, with your passive insights, you get the sense that he was kind of holding this thing. He knew you guys were coming. So he was kind of manning this door, right? Fully expecting that, the 2 of you would probably be stunned and then he could probably make an escape. But now, with the portal kind of closing behind him, he realizes that you guys aren't stunned and he's got to stay and kind of protect it. So he's going to stand there in the center there. He's going first.
Damn.
Well, let's see here. Granny goes in. Granny's actually at the top of the order. Granny is going to go in, and that portal at the end of Granny's turn closes. So Morgaine and the Triton both miss the portal.
Yay.
So it is
It's
his
murdering
turn.
time.
I guess it's murdering time. Okay, he's going to take a swing at you, Edenor. Right? He's going to go for 2 attacks with what looks like a scimitar. Right? One is going to miss, but the other one did nat 20.
Actually, on second thought, though, I use my guardian emblem
Okay.
to nullify that.
Okay.
What does this emblem look like?
Yeah, tell me about
It's
this emblem.
so if you're looking at the middle, so I've got my shield, which is more of like a kind of like a kite shield, and it's got a emblem on the middle that until this time you did not notice that it has a glowing like purple sparrow on it. So I just want to see if it actually does so it essentially what it does is or what do you call it, kind of expends a charge to take a critical hit and throws it off its balance to a normal hit. So
Okay.
Oh.
All right. So
Very useful.
so he's still going to get
Very.
1 hit in, right?
Yeah.
I need you to take it's going to be 6 points of slashing damage, followed by 9 points of psychic damage.
Ooh.
that one hurt.
Yep.
All right. So he's the two of you are kind of squaring up, right? And as the portal kind of just like closes behind him, right? You see he just kind of like leans his head, silently looks back towards you, presses in, raises his sword, and he's going for a strike. The blade coming kind of from behind the shield, so you couldn't quite tell where it is. But of course, though, your guardian emblem just kind of goes in, slows the weapon down. It still slashes you across the chest, but the blade is diverted enough so that you are not critically injured.
All right.
And then he kind of comes back around with the second attack, but this time you saw it coming. You're able to get your shield up in the way and bing, deflect that off. Right? That is going to be his turn there. He's not going to try to move through. He is going to kind of like hold this area.
16
Okay.
damage there.
That was a lot of damage.
Yep.
And this is a good bit of damage.
I'm feeling a little bloody.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Edenor,
Don't
you're up.
die.
Hey, what changes what I was gonna do?
Oh, I hurt.
So, I am going to.
Press on deck.
I'm going to end up taking, as I've just taken this savage beating and there's blood coming out of like my eyes and ear, pretty much every orifice in my face right now.
Oh no.
I'm going to spend. I am going to spend all 10 of my lay on hands on myself.
Okay. By the way, just for everybody's to kind of know, well, mostly for Edenor, because you had your wings out, right? It lasts for a minute.
Were they still out? I didn't.
They're
think
still
they were
out.
Oh,
Yeah, so
they
they are still out. A full minute hasn't passed. Like
Oh.
when I reviewed the last recording, it basically everything that everybody did can kind of be summed up in about 2 rounds. So
Oh, okay.
you have 4
8
rounds
more
left on wings.
Oh.
You mean 8? Because
No,
it's
because we
10
had-
rounds.
Yeah, but we had
So-
the first like 5 rounds of
Oh.
combat.
Gotcha.
Got
Or
it,
that was
okay.
first 4 rounds of combat, and then 2 kind of downtime rounds, and now this.
Got it. Okay. And then, yeah. Well, I think even then, I think I have to go with what I just did, anyways.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna still do that.
Okay.
So I think that's
Valid.
gonna just, yeah, I think I'm gonna just heal myself for 10. And then, yeah, that's all I'm gonna do. I'm
Okay.
gonna just sit in a more defensive posture.
Sure.
And then I'm
Okay.
going to say over to my spider friend, I hope you can assist me in this endeavor.
Edenor, you roll me an Arcana check real quick.
Okay.
I can call this a DM bonus action.
All right. That is a 19 plus 1, 20. Not natural.
Okay. Edenor, you know that right now the spell surge threshold is 6.
Okay. Got it.
Okay. All right, so that's Edenor's turn. Cress, you're up.
All right. Using spider climb. Oh no. I'm on the wall.
Okay.
I'm going there.
All right.
And then I bite him.
All right. Roll me an attack roll.
Can Cress get into a position where she gets the flanking?
Where they get
Can I get
advantage.
flanking? Can they do that?
Yeah, if you go around, and you're staying on the roof, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're like up on the roof, and it's a pretty low ceiling. Like you're a giant spider, so you can easily be on the roof, upside down, just striking at this guy.
All right, perfect. They get
There
there.
we go.
So yeah, plus
Do
2
I
on
get
your attack.
advantage?
Yeah. Plus 2 to the
or-
attack.
Plus
Plus
2 to
two.
the attack. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, that might make the difference. 16.
Ooh. 16 just does not make it.
Fuck.
He turns as you kind of like scuttle around, right? You can see he's
Mhm.
kind of like locked in with Edenor. He doesn't even look as you kind of go by. And as you kind of, make that kind of spin, turn around, and you go for the strike, his left arm, almost by its own volition, just kind of reaches up backwards and kind of blocks your fangs that they were coming in.
Oh god, we got anime
On the
characters.
shield.
Guys.
Yep.
This motherfucker. Okay.
You can
Fuck.
see, Cress, with your passive perception,
Mhm.
you are able to kind of see that this, as it kind of makes contact with you, you can almost see that the center of the shield, that red eye, just kind of glows.
Yeah, I remember this shield. Okay. I can't do that as a spider. Oh well. Okay. Tell you
I'm
what
gonna roll
then.
my concentration on my smite as well. I forgot to do that. So
Oh, yeah, go for it.
I'm
I did
gonna.
get to keep it.
I'm sorry.
Can I? Is it? I don't have any bonus actions, but can I look at Morgaine and see if it seems like she's possessed in any way? If she's in this room with him?
Sure. Roll me an insight check.
Do I use? Oh, I'm a druid, so I use my stats. I know
Yeah, you
things.
use your stats.
Insight.
Mhm.
22.
Ooh.
With the 22, you can tell that Morgaine seems enthralled. She not super reactive, right? Even as you kind of come in, not making any sort of glance at you, just kind of, about to move in. I mean, her turn's coming up here soon, right?
Mhm.
About to kind of like move in to kind of try to assist Edenor. Not Edenor. The Triton.
Triton. Okay. Well, fuck. Great. That's my turn. I'm a spider.
Okay.
I can't do things.
Okay. That's you. All right. Pim, yourself and Lycus are in the floor below. Right? You guys have just introduced each other. And you said that you were waiting for your friend to be delivered. I'm gonna give you guys just a little moment here, right, to kind of talk, but don't go over like 6 seconds because I'm going to start putting some stuff here on the map for you.
If we're kind of interplaying this
Yeah.
round together, I think Lycus is just getting real frustrated, and just kind of mumbling to himself, because like he's gonna wait for your friend to show up, but also everything kind of is upsetting. So I think he's gonna be like, all right, so how do you guys get here? Like he's trying to get as much information as possible, but as he's doing this, he's slowly turning into a full werewolf.
Okay.
Oh.
It's like mid talk, mid sentence. It's like, all right, so how did you get here? When did you meet these people?
Hell yeah.
You start to see that shit, and as you guys are having this conversation, and like as you're undergoing that transformation, you notice that there are now 3 individuals in the room with you, as they kind of silently just sort of like levitate up through the holes in the floor towards the front of the room. So they're in the room now. It's not their turn yet, but you can see that they're there. So Pim,
do I recognize them?
You do.
Okay.
You recognize them as the Ironborn Rangers.
Uh-huh. It's the rest of them.
Let me see. I'll just go ahead and put their names on.
The Yanvi, Corbin, Gilda,
Indigo.
Indigo.
Corbin.
Corbin, you lived.
This is
We'll see about that.
matter of perspective.
Shit. Oh no.
Okay, so Pim, it's your turn. You see these guys kind of come up. You see Lycus kind of going into werewolf mode. What do you do?
I see Lycus slowly turning into a werewolf, and I'm fucking terrified by that.
Okay.
So Pim's face just kind of watches as he gets taller and taller, and Pim just feels smaller and smaller. And I don't think Pim might not even notice these three coming in because she's freaked out. So I think Pim's gonna back into this room and use her action to hide, actually.
Fair. Okay. And
Pim's
I will
just
say these
terrified.
guys kind of came up just like without sound. So Lycus, you're actually up right after Pim. Anything else you want to do, Pim?
Nope.
Okay.
That is it.
So Lycus, you watch as Pim kind of, shrinking away from you, kind of transforming, right? Fur just kind of like sprouting in places, right? Your jaw, you can feel the shape of your skull shifting. Your fangs, which were already quite long from your, your half-orcish heritage, just kind of extend and become even thicker, right? Your claws become stronger, more durable, and you catch a whiff. With your passive perception and your canine senses, you suddenly become aware that there are 3 floating thralls that have just entered the room from beneath.
All right. Are these your friends? And then Pim's not there. I'm like, oh, fuck it. I'm just gonna attack the first one.
All right, which one would you like? You can move your token.
Let's go for Jan V. Soren.
Jan V. Soren. All right, kill that motherfucker.
Yeah. I was gonna jump over and start clawing.
All right, roll an attack roll. Are you an all fours werewolf kind of running, or are you like a 2 on legs bipedal kind of running?
I'm going like full underworld style.
Okay.
So like occasionally just like trip over my weirdly shaped legs and like stumble with my hands and get back up.
Okay.
Yeah,
I got you.
All right,
Nice.
all right.
Full,
Underworld
full
3.
bipedal.
I like it.
Yeah.
What did you get for your attack?
The first one was a 18.
That'll hit.
Second one was a 22.
That will also hit. Roll me
I
damage.
figured with the first one. All right, here we go. 4 plus 6 plus 10 plus 2 fours on each of my fours plus 4, so 12.
Okay.
22. That was a good roll.
My friend, how would you like to do this?
Oh, okay. So
Uh-oh.
I don't 100% know who this person is. Do they look like they don't look like a regular goblin or like scum,
No.
right?
This is a human, right? You can see his face is just kind of blank, right? Similar to the goblins that you fought outside. This one, it's another. You seem you know it's a thrall, different species, but same kind of thing.
And he's fucked.
I don't think he knew the goblins were thralls. I think if he's realizing that now, he's like, oh, whoops.
Okay.
Yeah. With that in mind, I think he's gonna try to incapacitate rather than fully murder.
Sure. Yeah, you can declare non-lethal at any time.
Cool. Then he's just gonna he's gonna go for the claw and then mid swipe realize, oh no, regular person. And he turns it into an elbow to the throat and then breaks the arm and just let him fall.
Okay. Yeah, so yeah, you kind of like run in, you transform, you call back to Pim, trying to confirm whether or not it's an enemy. Say, fuck it, let's go. You start running forward. As you kind of like start moving forward, your powerful legs, you kind of start tilting forward inadvertently, now being very top heavy, just briefly stumbling, catching yourself on all fours, and then kind of going straight into this sort of like long Wolverine style like dive attack. As you're about to kind of come in, you realize that, oh shit, this could be a person. kind of twist, right? Twist kind of slightly midair. You kind of like drop a leg down, hit him in the elbow with the neck, hit him in the neck with the elbow.
Elbow.
Hit him in the elbow, hit him in the neck with
attack.
the elbow. As he's kind of like falling down, you grab his arm and just kind of crack it as he kind of like goes prone on the floor right in front of you. All right, he's down.
Cool. This is probably would require like a full roll, so it's probably not an action that I can take anymore.
Let's see what you got.
I was wondering if I could do like a perception check to see if I smell Triton. If you know what I'm saying.
Okay. Go ahead.
My other partner.
Yes. Go ahead. Roll that shit for me. Because it's a scent check, you do have advantage being in your wolf form.
Hell yeah.
And just being in general, actually.
Just being
Lycus.
Great sense of smell. All right. Perception. All right, that's a solid 20.
All right. As you kind of come forward, you just get a whiff. As you kind of like knock this guy down, you catch it on the stagnant kind of air, right? So it just kind of wafts like very slowly, but you do catch like fishy, musky, the smell of Ramos Odomath.
Right.
Seems to be coming from directly above you.
All right, cool. He has that knowledge. Just gonna let that be.
Yep. All right, so that's Lycus' turn. We'll go Luna. You do still have a bit of movement though, just so you know. Because you moved, just in case you want to try to like.
Take somebody out, climbs into
You were
the
like
roof.
here, so that's 10 feet. You're a monk, so you've got quite a lot left. You're at 40 feet right now. You have 40 feet of movement.
I think
You still have 30.
I kind of have an idea of where Pim is, and knowing that these guys might be here to scrap, and Pim seemed like an okay person, I probably just take it back center stage so I can keep him from getting murdered.
Right on. Love it. Okay. Beautiful. Then it is going to be Luna. Finishing us
Do
up
I
here.
get the rest of my turn? I thought I was after Lycus.
No, you're before Lycus.
Lycus should be before me. He has the better dex.
Oh shit, you're right.
Yeah.
Okay, then yeah. Go ahead.
So I guess
You took your movement and like that hide.
So yeah. So I guess I'm wondering if I can reflavor this to not be a hide action, but just to go through the door as my movement.
Sure. Yeah,
And
that's fine.
obviously there's cover involved there, but
Yeah.
for my action, I think Pim would want to try to perceive whether or not these three are under the influence of a spell.
Okay, roll me an insight check or an arcana, since you're looking specifically for like a spell kind of thing.
Yeah, we'll do
Whichever one.
Arcana, and I have advantage on checks made
Okay.
to reveal information about creatures I can see. So
Oh, wow. That's a handy advantage.
sure is. 17.
17? Yeah, you can tell that they seem enthralled. They don't seem to be like perfectly aware or reactive to their surroundings, anything in the room, like even just kind of watching Yanvi, watching Lycus like fly across the room, take that guy down, and then like surge back into position. They don't even budge.
Yeah. Okay. So
know?
then seeing that Lycus did this non-lethal knockout and being good with that in these circumstances, I'm going to say to Lycus, "Hey, new friend, thanks for not killing my friends." And that's a bardic inspiration.
Oh, there you go, Lycus. All right. That's everything then for Pim?
That's it.
All
And then,
right, Pim,
just-
you get that bardic inspiration.
Just peeking behind the wall. That's where I end my turn.
Okay, and you're still disguised as Madame Zadok, right?
Yeah, very short, Madam Zadok.
Right on. All right, Luna, you're up.
Which level did they go in from again?
Let's see. So, Edenor went in from the top up here.
Yep.
Lycus went in over here.
The middle?
Yeah.
Okay. I think from where I am, am I gaining attention of the honor? They look like they're moving in.
They're still moving towards the ship, but I mean,
Okay.
they haven't signaled back or anything.
All right. I think I will put away the rapier I had in one hand, and then I'm going to put my hand in my component pouch, pull out a copper wire, and I'm gonna send a message to Lycus. What's the status? Do you need something in there? Is what I'll ask him.
But as you make that communication real quick, Lycus, as you make that communication, you can hear whispers as you activate your message, and you get the sense that something is listening. Lycus, once the message connects to you, you also become aware of this. You guys can still have your message, but you are aware that you're not the only two on the call. It's a conference call now.
My response is a 1 down, 2 to go. And that's it.
Okay.
That's what you get.
Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll make my movement then to the door.
Okay.
For now.
Yeah, you're able to just kind of like run along the railings, a little hop, skip, and a jump, and whoop, you're up there. All right. I'll say that probably takes
Does
like
the door
half your
open?
movement. You have to press your hand to it. But yeah, so free action to do so. You press your hand to it, and you can see that it's like it's trying to read you and just kind of get a sense of you almost. Go ahead and roll me a charisma check. You can use, and if you're proficient in any sort of charisma skill, you can use that.
Yeah, it's below 10. So
okay. The roll is?
Yeah.
Yeah. You press it and it does not respond.
All right. I literally can't do anything else.
Okay. Then it is the bad guys real quick. He's gonna move up here. He's gonna move up here. Actually, I think I'm gonna have you move up here so they can both kind of fit a little bit better. And then the two thralls that are in the room with you, Luna and Lycus, they run forward and they are both gonna take attacks at you, Lycus.
Give it to me.
Kind of unarmed attacks. One is a natural one and one is a 7. You get a attack of opportunity on Indigo with that natural one.
Give it to them, folks. All right. 12 plus 6, 18.
18 hits. Damage.
Ten
10 damage. Not down, but bloodied. As you guys, Indigo kind of runs in, right? So Corbin kind of runs in, takes a strike at you, right? And you're able to kind of like dodge and weave, right? And kind of throws him off. Indigo comes in behind, and thralls, being dumb thralls, trip on each other, takes a strike at you, right? And completely whiffs, so much so that it leaves you an opening, right? And you kind of come in. What's the flavor of your attack for me?
I think if they're kind of bumbling over each other when they go to strike, I just kind of push their attack out of the way so that it hits the other guy.
Okay. Yeah. Fantastic. Right. So yeah, you kind of like do that, right? And actually, it's not really that you too much make the strike on Indigo, but you kind of like manipulate Corbin to do that 10 damage for you, right? As Indigo's kind of flailing, you just kind of like sweep the leg or something, and Indigo just falls. Plop. Taking that 10 damage. All right. Then we also have Morgaine, who's going to take an attack at you, Cress.
All right.
All right. You're up on the ceiling there, just kind of within range of him. And Morgaine's. That's going to be a 14 to hit spider form. Or sorry, 12 to hit spider form.
Oh, that misses.
Alrighty. Well, that's
One of 8 legs gives that a bap.
Yes, right. Morgaine kind of like goes into a stance, jumps up, and before we can kind of even reach, the leg just kind of comes down. Pop. Nope.
Oh.
Kind of lands back down.
Naughty.
Okay, that is those guys' round, and now we're gonna just kind of resolve some ship phase real quick. There's a couple things happen here. Cress, from your vantage point, you can see that this room has it, like the texture of one of the walls is pretty different. I think you've got dark vision even as a spider, right? But you can kind of see what kind of looks like.
Yeah, I do.
What, you know, almost like windows built into the walls and stuff like that. Strange pods, like jelly-like textures, right, on kind of like a shelf. And as you are standing there, you can see some of them start to light up. Right, you can start to see some electrical currents kind of and you just kind of become aware that it looks like the ship is regaining function. Yep, exactly. So that's happening, but I need Cress, I need you to roll me a dexterity saving throw, please. As
Natural fucking 20. Where the fuck is my phone?
Very good. Very good. Liv.
That's okay. That's really fucking handy because right behind you, the wall just breaks away.
Oh!
As the honor strikes Luna, you can see just these giant eldritch blasts just flying across the sky from the honor, from the guns on the honor, and striking into the back of the ship. All of you feel the ship just rock, right? As the back wall just kind of erupts into just broken shell and really flesh and tendons, and it's just kind of like hanging there. Ramos rolled a natural 20 as well to stay in. As that happens, he just kind of sticks the sword down. But Morgaine did not roll very well and gets vacuumed right out.
No! No, I was gonna save you! No! Fuck, I don't have reactions.
gone.
So,
Fuck.
Morgaine gets yoinked out into the open air, right?
Come on,
And
Ranger, you got this.
Nary even a scream. Sure.
Are there windows in the little room that I'm in so I can see Morgaine falling?
Yeah,
This
how big is
little
that hole?
sphincters open up a little bit.
Unfortunately, I rolled a natural 1 on that.
Okay, that's fair.
I'm sorry. There are no windows or anything. You see cracks and stuff in the shell and the wall behind you, right? You can feel the ship is rocked, right? But unfortunately, Morgaine gets yeeted right as there's just a sudden draft of air. Edenor, you're deep enough in the room where it's not really an issue. All right, but Ramas is, I will say, Cress, being a spider, you just cling into the roof. Like, it opens up, and while everybody's kind of like getting sucked out, there's a moment where your body just kind of gets like briefly yoinked, but you're fine. Ramas is about to be kind of dragged out, sticks the sword down, and Edenor, you can see Ramas is kind of like in a kneeling position, sword in the flesh, shield kind of at the ready, but still staring unemotively at you. All right, that is the ship phase kind of taken care of. You guys get a minute here.
All right. We gotta throw this asshole off the boat.
I'm gonna pop every attack I got on this guy right now. Everything I got left. So.
I'm sorry. Hang on, guys. I'm an idiot. I forgot one more thing.
Oh no.
What?
No.
There's one more thing, of course. Okay. Luna. There's this kind of long, low groan coming from below the ship. Right? You can kind of, as you kind of look back, you can see the tentacles start to kind of begin to writhe around. And then there's this hiss as air is kind of being released at high speeds from the underside of the vessel. You get the sense that something is happening below it. And then you start to hear kind of as you kind of like start to wonder about it, you start to hear the boom of cannon fire, right? You start to hear screams and hisses of various creatures down in the Froggrove below. And then now we can end our round.
That changes things. Edenor, you still got wings?
I do.
Grab me and let's go.
We're just gonna go.
Fuck it.
Fuck
There's
it.
a hole
We're
in
outta
the
here.
wall.
There's a hole in the wall. We're out of here.
We gotta save the frog people.
Do we hear it though? Like, does anyone?
Oh, that's fair.
Yeah, just to
Due
take
to
sure.
with the vacuum just kind of being formed, like
No.
You can roll me perception checks at disadvantage.
Okay.
Okay.
I will roll it just to see for the froggies.
Okay. One of those was a 3, but the other's a 17 for a total of 24.
I rolled
Okay.
a 15 and 10, so I got a total of a 12.
Okay.
No,
You
wait,
don't
I'm
hear-
dumb. Disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
That's a
I
total
was
of
gonna say.
10.
Disadvantage.
It's a total of 10.
We should argue that the spiders with their incredible senses shouldn't get disadvantage.
Yeah, but spiders get most of their incredible senses from kind of these little hairs along their body.
It also
So they
doesn't
kind of
matter because
feel
I
stuff.
use the druid stats, so it's
Oh, that's
still
fair
going to be
point.
the same.
David knows too much about spiders.
What did you get, Edenor?
I got a 12.
A 12? I'll tell you, you don't hear what's happening in the Froggrove, but you do spy something.
Oh.
In like the back corner of the room, just on the floor, you can see what looks to be like a stone tablet that's just kind of like shoved into the corner of the room, right? It was probably up on a table or a shelf or something, but then when everything kind of went to chaos, it fell over and it's just kind of like hanging right there, right? But it catches your eye.
Okay.
Grab
right?
and go.
All right.
Okay, so that was very much over a minute, but I don't know if you guys, I did interrupt a lot, so
Okay.
you guys have anything else strat-wise you want to talk about?
I guess
I-
my adjustment is actually with Ednor being as damaged as he is probably just going to try and bail.
Yeah,
Come to think
that's
of it.
smart.
And
Take me
maybe.
with you.
So how close is that stone to the?
That
exit?
stone is like this, I would say about 10 feet.
Is it big? Like, is that a big fucking rock?
It's not
Like,
super
is
big.
it-
It's like the size of maybe like an old.
Is that a 10-foot fucking rock?
That counts
It's
like,
like
a
the-
fucking
It's like the
trap
size
if
of
I
your
ever
keyboard.
heard one.
It's like the size of it's like the size of your standard keyboard.
All right. Tab. That's a little bit different than 10 feet, but I'll take it.
Yeah.
That's much
This is
better.
literally
I'm like, I
on the
ain't fooling
floor
with that.
in about 10 feet.
Yeah. Okay.
He's luring you,
See.
Max. He's luring you.
I don't care. I want it. Shiny.
Okay, you want it. You want it. Perfect. Okay, so you're gonna grab that. All right, let's just
Okay.
get right into it then.
Yep,
Okay. First things first.
I think I'm before this trading bastard.
No, he starts off.
He starts?
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
he does.
started.
He started? No, sure,
He started.
Yeah.
Everybody else, shush.
I'll give him this. I'll give him this as
Because he was kneeling.
both of his attacks. I have a 2 on one roll, a 10 on the other. If I'm adding his modifiers, I still don't think he hits you. One sec here.
Well, hopefully not with a 2.
16 is his highest roll. Does a
Nah,
16
you
break your
don't
AC?
touch me. You don't touch
Okay.
me.
Yeah, so he kind of like pulls the sword out, steps forward, on some uneven footing, even though the ship is turning on. Like you can see the lights. Right? You can see the current kind of surging through it. He's still kind of off balance as the wind is kind of rushing by. He takes 2 swings. And
He realizes
And he
cut
knocks
those-
over the table.
Ah, fuck.
yeah, he hits the table and knocks over a glass of water. Right?
Well, shit.
Hey, in this world, water matters.
That's
All right?
true.
He misses
Water is
he misses
precious.
both attacks on you.
So
Right.
now he's distracted because he's trying to clean up the water.
Yes.
I
Edenor, you're up. Or
am
yeah,
going
Edenor's up.
to. I am going to essentially fly over him, grab, and as I'm saying, "Time to go, spider friend." Grab the spider friend as I'm twisting through the air, and then grab the tablet and then go out.
Okay.
So I'm
Press,
assuming
I'm
there's
assuming-
going to be a battle.
Yeah. So first off, there's going to be an attack of opportunity.
Okay.
Second off, Press is obviously down to go with you,
Mhm.
so I'm not going to really have you worry about that roll.
Yep.
But grabbing the tablet, I'm going to
Okay.
say sleight of hand,
Okay.
and which I don't believe you're you're proficient in.
I've got a +2, but no, I'm not proficient per se.
Okay.
I don't have a nice
Well,
little fancy dot
let's
next
see.
to it.
We'll
Is
see
that-
if you grab it. We'll see if you grab it with the sleight of hand.
Okay.
All right. So let's see. First, if he attacks you and he hits pretty well, we might have to talk disadvantage too. But let's see.
Okay.
19 on the roll.
No.
I am going to use as a reaction my shield spell.
Hell yeah.
Suck it! Suck it!
Okay. What does that bring your AC up to though?
24.
24. 19 on the roll plus his 6 modifier.
That was a 6?
Oh, well played.
That was
Well played,
some
DM.
bullshit.
Wait.
You were just fishing for that shield.
You just wanted my shield, bitch.
He rolled a 19.
You
I thought
said
that was the
19.
I thought
Yeah.
You said
I said
19 on the roll.
19 on the roll.
No, that's fair because you can only use shield after you know the roll, but before you know whether it hits, right?
You would know whether it hits because it's your
You
own
know.
No, I
AC.
think
Yeah.
shield.
Oh,
I think shield
true.
allows you. Yeah, the wording on shield allows you to do it. There's another one you're thinking of.
Yeah.
I can't remember. I think that's a sanctuary or some shit.
Yeah.
I don't
Never mind.
Wait.
Okay.
Okay, never mind. Okay, well, I guess shield didn't work then, but whatever.
That's gonna.
Okay.
You can't shield them all.
You can't shield them all, my friend. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Let me just check though. Does the wording say like? Because I don't want to take that spell slot from you if
Yeah.
we're
So-
resolving this incorrectly.
It's like when you take a hit by an attack or targeted by a magical spell. So it's when I take a hit. So it
Yeah.
would activate if I take a hit.
I
That's how
think
it reads.
normally you know what the
It's a
total of the
Yeah.
hit
So
is.
you know what the total of the hit is. So yeah, I would say you would know
Keep
that
your
you couldn't
shield.
block this with
I'm gonna
shield. Like
keep
this
my
is
shield.
yeah, this was a pretty it's a pretty complex maneuver you're pulling off, and unfortunately it just
Fair.
makes you just this barest bit open, and as you kind of go by he just kind of slices you right on the thigh, just as you kind of spin by, and it does cause you to you grab crest, no problem, but it does cause you to spin a little, so I want that sleight of hand check at disadvantage.
Okay. Okay, how much damage did I take?
Oh shit, you're right. Hang on.
I mean, I don't want to ask, but I should be fair.
No, you're fine. You're fine. That's okay. That's gonna be 5 slashing damage, and 5 psychic damage.
You up?
Why lay on
we're
hands?
so good. We're so good.
Okay.
Fine, lay hands. That's why we did it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay, all right.
Yeah,
And
that was
then-
you got 10 on that.
Exactly. Yeah.
Fucking good. It's
Okay.
just that light that was protecting you, that kind of like purple essence that was kind of just floating around you from your heel, just kind of dissipates.
Alright.
Almost
Would
like
that
it's being
count as
cut
a-
away by the thing.
Divine roll, by the way.
No, only if I cue it.
Okay.
So the lay on hands doesn't proc it.
Yep.
Okay,
And then,
roll me a sleight of
so-
hand.
yep, I did. So I ended up my low roll was a 10, but I'm also going to use favored by the gods.
Okay.
So that adds 2d4 to this bad boy.
Let's see. 13 is the DC.
Okay. Oh, thank God. All right, so I got 14.
ah!
Well played, sir.
Got it.
You
I'm
managed
using
to grab-
everything right now.
Yeah, you managed to grab Cress,
Got my
right? Kind of
yoinks.
spinning. You get cut, right? And just as you kind of like begin to falter just a little bit, you
Oof.
shoot out the left hand, and your fingers just manage to catch the corner. You pull it off the ship with you, and you lose your grip on it. It just kind of spins in the air for just a moment, but you quickly grab it again, and the two of you are now falling down with the tablet in hand.
All right.
All right.
Flap, flap, baby. Let's get out of here.
Flap, flap, motherfucker.
With your spider on you, roll me an athletics check.
That's a horrifying image, by the way. Seeing a giant spider in the air.
Giant spider in the air
Uh-huh.
riding. All right. So you said athletics.
Athletics.
That is a 16.
16's fine. Yourself and Cress are able to kind of like be up just fine. Now outside the ship, right?
Yep.
The two of you can kind of look around a little bit, and you can see that the bottom of the craft seems to have like these kind of like fins that have kind of opened up, almost like some sort of grotesque flower. And on the floor below, you can see some goblin thralls. You can see a scum, and you can see what looks like. We'll describe it when you get a little closer, but it looks really gross. It looks like its body is gangly. You can just tell there's this kind of like gangly creature on the floor, just kind of like making its way up. And you see like around, you see lizard folk. You know, they're kind of preparing to rush into battle against this stuff. And you see the Froggrove kind of coming alive. You know, weapons kind of being born as they're kind of approaching the invaders that are now invading their home. So that is Eleanor. Okay, so the creature
As I said,
below.
How
It looks
far
like we
does
got some more
Eleanor
trouble.
fly?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I don't know how far do you fly. You still have. If you take that 10
60.
feet of movement there, you still have 20 more feet.
I got 30 feet of flying though, right? Or is it?
Yeah. Yeah. So you have 20 more feet.
Yeah.
Because we have to use Luna's 30 hook shot to get up the boat.
Yes. So I guess because we're
60 feet up, so you can get within 40 feet of the monsters.
Yeah, I'll start bringing it down. I'm definitely gonna stay on the perimeter. So
Okay.
I don't want to dive straight into.
We're like
the big
40
boy.
feet above the ground now instead of
You're
60.
40 feet above the ground. Yeah.
Got it.
Yep. 40 feet up. Righty. So Edenor, you guys watch as that creature. Right. As you guys are now kind of like 40 feet in, and this creature is about to take its turn, you see this like aberrant nightmare. There's nothing you've ever seen before. Its flesh is this kind of dark blue, and it's like stretched tightly over its crippled little body, and you can see its rib cage just kind of shuddering, and you see its limbs are all disjointed, crooked, and they're kind of protruding in all sorts of different directions. And then by its face, you see its skull is elongated and misshapen. You see the skin is kind of stretched across, one bulging left eye, right? Just kind of like looking around the room, and you can see 4 tentacles just from its face as it kind of looks around. It moves a little bit closer to kind of the cliff where you can see there are some Gripply who are preparing some spears, and as they kind of get ready to strike at it, it kind of gets just within its range that it needs to, and it lets out this horrific screech. And you can see the Gripply immediately begin to kind of like back up in fear.
This is on the ground.
This is on the ground.
Okay.
Cress, you are up.
All right.
I can move you guys over to the other map real quick. Cress and Edenor.
Make a little spider silk sail, parachute down.
Yeah. Put her leg. Yeah. The legs put together on each side, and it's like
Cress
extra
is
wings.
there. Edenor is there. Okay, so
Spider crest.
I'm gonna move this ship out of the way for just a second, because they are right below the ship.
So much chaos.
So you see, that's the creature there.
There's always chaos when
Where?
Button and I are involved.
It's
I
right
know,
underneath.
but-
It's right underneath Luna's token, or right near Luna's token.
I see it.
So that's him.
What's this guy?
That's one of the
Scum?
scum. Yeah, so he's up here, and the Gripply, we're just here. So because this map is on a 10-foot square, right? The goblins, you can go ahead and just assume that there are 2 goblins there for each goblin you see.
Okay.
Right? But yeah, so these are the Gripply here, and they kind of now on their turn they're going to back up when it gets to them, as they're kind of, you can see that they're feared.
They're free.
You get Luna out of here for a bit, and you guys can be like right there where you're at. Well,
Maybe a
you're
quick
40
question.
feet up. Yeah, Hannah.
Are you
Oh.
revealing the screen for Lycus, because he's recording?
Oh no, it's okay. We'll get to that when they'll see it then. But Zoom is frozen for me.
Is it?
Is it?
Yeah.
Looks
Okay, hang
fine.
on. I clicked the screen and now it's moving again. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Sorry about the wait there, guys. Cress, that's what you see.
All right. And I'm 40 feet up.
You're 40 feet up.
Can I like attach a spinneret to Edenor and rappel 30 feet downward?
Okay. I will say you have that web thing,
Mm-hmm.
right? For the
Web.
the giant spider.
Web thing.
What is the giant spiders like web? I think they have a web attack or some shit, don't they?
I'm not trying to use it as an attack.
Yeah.
So I should just fly around and swing you around to attack them.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will say you can do that. It'll take up all your movement. So you'll just be hanging 30 feet down, right?
Okay.
And
Yeah.
give me an athletics check as well.
Athletics.
Or acrobatics, your choice.
Spider Dex.
Spider
18.
Dex. Spider Dex. 18 makes it. Yeah, you're fine.
Okay.
You're a spider hanging on the end of an angel.
The spider hanging at the end of an angel. I'm 10 feet above the ground.
You are 10 feet above the ground. Yep.
I drop the spinneret.
Okay.
I want to hit the ground.
Okay. Where would you like to hit the ground? You can go ahead and kind of place yourselves.
I imagine just underneath him, right?
Well,
Underneath Edenor there?
Is it? Yeah.
yeah,
I
where
think-
you want. Like, yeah.
I think the idea is you can argue that maybe the wind or something you let go at a certain point. I don't know if that's
Got
what
it.
you're referring to.
Yeah,
Dave.
momentum, but
Yeah. know-
How far away am I from him? That's fine.
so
No,
40
where I
feet
am
away.
is good.
Okay. Yeah, 40 feet's a nice distance to be away
I
from.
like to be away from there. Yeah.
So they have dropped to the ground. That was all their movement. Am I taking any falling damage?
No, 10 feet. The first 10 feet are free.
Oh, cool. Well,
Yep.
it's kind of a waste, but it's the only way I can do anything. They drop their spider form. So Edenor, you would actually see all of a sudden the spider becomes this very short, petite, like 4'9" sea elf. This like emelanastic white skin that's just like yellows and teals, this long like beta fish hair, and these like odd tattoos that right now they're very stressed. It's just like waves like soaring around their body. They're like, and they
And Nora says to himself, "This has been a very strange day."
yeah, it has.
Nothing is
Bonus
as it
action.
seems.
Balm of the Summer Court on
Okay.
Edenor. So Edenor, you regain
Oh,
5 HP and 1 temp HP.
happiness.
Thank you. And then,
Mhm.
as my action, I cast Moonbeam
You.
on this motherfucker.
Okay.
And so it begins.
Let's see it. Moonbeam. I'm just going to kind of put this to kind of remind myself that it's on there.
Make me a con
Okay,
save.
so Moonbeam's in. Con save coming up. Lucille, and I want you. Oh. Con save of 15.
Meets it, beats it. It'll take half.
Okay.
Okay, so that's 9 damage. So it'll take 4 or 5. I don't know if you round up or down.
I'll just round up.
Okay,
I
5
like
radiant.
the easy number. 5 radiant.
Radiant damage.
Okay.
That is my turn.
Okay.
They do yell up to Ednor. Thanks a lot. Don't die.
Welcome.
All right. That's your turn, Cress.
Yeah.
Okay. And as you kind of come down, right? You guys, well, Ednor, yeah, you see Cress kind of land, right? The sand kind of kicks
Yeah.
up, and instead of a spider emerging from the cloud, it's Cress as described. And then you see the moonbeam just kind of come down from the heavens. Just this light just kind of, and Luna, you see it too from the deck of the ship. You like look over to
Yeah.
the side, and you just see this moonbeam just, making its way down. Cress, over on your side,
Yeah.
you are looking at the creature, right? You can see kind of the thralls around it. One of the
Mhm.
goblins, a lot of the thralls kind of start turning towards you, these guys over here. And as it turns, one of them turns, all of a sudden you just see this spray of blood. You hear this echo, right? And you watch as one of the goblins goes down to some sort of attack. Looking around, you can see, because your perception's pretty fucking great.
17 passive.
17 passive, yeah, easy peasy. You can see that there is what looks to be like a giant humanoid hippo standing on the deck of the ship, kind of off in the corner there, and he's kind of like leaning on the railings with a musket, just kind of trained on the scum and the enemies there.
Yeah, can they
Oh.
yell to him in common?
Sure.
The goblins aren't your enemy. Well, they kind of focus the other two. Well,
Roll me persuasion check. 'Cause he's in the heat
Fucking
of battle.
Count the
do
big
it,
ones.
bitch. 14.
14. Okay, let's see.
Okay.
Right, you kind of see him. He's got like a long kind of metal pipe in his mouth. He kind of looks over at you, right? Huh.
As I control this moonbeam,
Yeah.
Come on.
That's fair. That's fair. Right? You see him kind of like, bring his rifle down, reload, right? Take aim and fire, this time at the sky.
yay.
Ooh, natural 19 on the roll. Yeah, he hits that shit for sure. And where's the fucking window with the guys on it? That is juicy little D20.
Juicy.
Ooh, okay. He hits that scum like a fucking truck though, like just a shot through the neck. Right? You see there's like a spray of water that kind of hits the sand, right? And the scum kind of rattled, not bloodied or anything, but it was a pretty good fucking shot. All right, and that's his turn as he's going to just kind of chill there. Lycus, you are up with Pim on deck.
Cool. So, just out of curiosity, when do they roll magic table surge for when they do magic? Like, what is
If it
The trigger?
breaches.
Yeah, it's when it kind of breaks the surge threshold. So there's a surge threshold right
Oh.
now. Actually, Edenor. Well, Edenor knows what the surge threshold is.
Yeah.
But yeah, as of right now, if they meet that number of spell slots used, then a magic surge happens.
Yeah, what spell slot is Moonbeam again?
It's
By
a
the way.
second level, but I'm a
No.
druid.
But it's a druid.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's Druid spell, so it doesn't matter.
So we're
There we
good.
go. Hey, we're doing great.
You can twin your
Nice.
fucking moonbeam if you wanted.
Oh my god. That would be so clutch.
All right,
so it's Lycus' turn.
Lycus is up. Do
Yeah,
it to
there's
it.
been a lot of
Oh, I'm
spells.
sorry. I'm on the wrong music this whole time, guys.
Oh,
Go ahead,
So,
Lycus.
I think he's just gonna go ahead and do as many attacks as he can against these two individuals in front of him. He wants to end this encounter as quickly as possible. So
Okay.
one of them has already taken some damage. I'm gonna hit him first.
Okay.
11 plus 6, 17.
Hits. Damage. Non-lethal.
Not lethal, yeah.
Okay.
7 plus 4, 11. All right, and this is flurry of blows, so that I
Okay.
can do 3 attacks this round.
Okay, so 11 on the first hit, or 11 on the first damage.
Mhm.
Okay, KO'd.
Second hit is a 19 to hit, so that'll hit.
On the other guy,
Uh,
yep. So Indigo goes down.
That's a 8 damage for the second attack.
Okay.
12 to hit for the third attack, but I have an inspiration dice, I believe,
Sure.
from
You do.
Bardic
Bardic?
Inspo.
Is that a
Yep.
6 or an 8?
D6.
Cool.
I like a D6. So 12 plus.
So that's a total of 16.
16 hits. Damage on that guy. He's taken 8 so
Uh,
far.
Oh, here's hoping for big damage. Why are D4 so hard to grab?
Fucking little pyramid.
Because they're not meant to be used.
All right, that's a total of 10.
10. Okay, he's very bloody. He's not out, but he is looking hurt. Describe those attacks for me. Because you do get a, how do you want to do this on Indigo?
So I think the first attack is just I grab Indigo and just headbutt him, boom,
Bam.
and then throw his head against his friend, doing a little bit of damage there. And then just slap him with the other hand. Just like I have to avoid claws.
Oh, man. Yeah, Corbin is just kind of like rocked as, all of a sudden Indigo's face is just cracked into his. He kind of spins, just kind of still reeling, right? And as he kind of like makes his way up, there's just this giant wolf paw. You can hear it's like a hot slap, right? His face is just like steaming a little bit.
And yeah, I think I'm just gonna stand there some more because I don't really want to leave Pim in the lurch. So yeah, I'm out.
Okay,
I'm done.
that's Lycus. All right, Pim, you are up.
Okay. So Pam is going to come out here. Let me grab.
Sure.
Come out here. And then kind of like psych herself up a little bit. Be like, hey, big wolf man, you're doing great. And she's going to run past him as far as she can get, which is right here.
Lycus, you can take an attack of opportunity if you want.
Yes, thank you.
All right.
How about a hug of opportunity?
I like that.
No,
Okay.
that's fine.
Balls the piercing.
And yeah, as I'm running by, when I say that to him, I throw him another Bardic Inspo because he's doing great.
Corbin does try to take like a quick little attack at you as you go by, but it whiffs.
Okay, cool. So that's and then as my action, I'm gonna drop the disguise.
Okay. Disguise is dropped.
Yep, and that's it. That's everything.
Okay. All right. That's Piminia. All right, next it is actually the lizard folk.
All right.
So you're gonna see. I need to do. It's 20-foot radius here. Okay, you see as those creatures. Actually, I think I can do this so I get everybody. There we go. That looks better. Right? So you see the goblins, the scum, and that strange, grotesque, like almost like broken ass mind flayer that Cress you've kind of seen.
Mm-hmm.
You see as they are kind of, gearing up for a fight, kind of looking at enemies coming in on all sides. All of a sudden, vines and roots begin to go from the mud below. And they start to just kind of surge forward. And these guys are all entangled.
Yeah.
Let's see if they save on their turn. Right? As they all start to just kind of get gripped to the ground. And looking over, you see Ghastly, the old lizard folk. His hands, his forepaws are just kind of like dug into the ground beneath, right? There's a big lizard folk snarl on his old face. The crests on his back are just like in full upright, and his eyes are just glowing green as he entangles everything in there. Then these guys
Can
just
I
kind of start
say
to run.
in Druidic, you're a
Sure.
lifesaver?
He'll respond in Druidic, and he kind of like looks over and he's like, Cress, good hunting.
Wait, do I remember him?
As you look over, you do start to recognize this is Ghastly. He is the shaman of the Kigwana.
Oh, hell yeah. Solid.
These guys are all going to start to rush in, trying not to get into the... Actually, if we do this and this, they can just about all get into range and get a flank on them. So the lizard folk are also actually in pairs. There should be, there's 7 lizard folk
Okay.
total, right? So Ghastly is 1, but then all the other lizard folk tokens are 2 lizard folk. And they're going to kind of just swarm these 2 goblins.
God.
And you just watch as the goblins are just kind of immediately, first they get caught by the vines and you kind of run up their legs, right? And they kind of passively look around, and then all of a sudden it's just a swarm of scales, teeth, and broken crab legs turned into clubs as they just swarm on the goblin, just start beating them down into the ground, right? And a couple of them are just kind of run forward, grabs one of the goblins and goes teeth first just into its shoulder.
I know that they know Draconic, right?
Yes.
The goblins aren't. Oh, fuck it. Just stop. Just scum right there.
They're eating.
They eaten. They went for, so they got that goblin, so these guys are dead.
Okay.
Sorry. Lizard folk gonna lizards. All right. Okay, so these guys, they failed their saves earlier, so the Grappling are gonna kind of like run back a bit. All right. But you, Cress and Edenor, you see coming out of the cave where the pond is behind, right? Cress, there's a ridge, so you can't quite see the pond, right? But Edenor, you're kind of higher up still. You can see the pond, and coming out of that kind of overhang through the shadow, you just see water start to ripple. You see light waves as out from there emerges the pond mother. A giant bulbous toad who kind of like lumbers forward, gets kind of in the middle here, and is going to use going to take its first action. Let me see. I think I'm just out of range for that. So I'm going to actually just do... Okay, I think... Let me just do a quick measurement here. Just out of range, though.
What'd I do?
Okay. No, you're fine. You're fine.
Okay.
It's gonna come up closer, and it's going to take a tongue attack at one of the at the thing over there. It's being Moonbeam. It's gonna do it on the goblin. It's gonna take a tongue attack.
Why? Nobody listens to me.
It misses though. Right as they're kind of like moving around. Oh yeah, it's an advantage because it's nope, still misses. Wonderfully enough, the Prom Mother with this big impressive entrance comes out with this kind of loud croak, shoots the tongue out just as the goblin kind of ducks, and brings the tongue back in, and you hear it kind of call out. Cress, what languages do you speak again?
Aquan, Celestial, Common, Draconic, Druidic, Elvish, Quarry, and Sylvan.
Damn.
Okay.
Damn.
Yeah, all the languages. This is a language, unfortunately, you don't understand, right? But out of the three languages that you don't actually speak, the Pond Mother lets out this giant echoing croak, and you can start to see as you look around more Gripply emerging from their huts. And from the back of the pond, and they all just kind of start running forward. Now, with the Pond Mother there, and they are going to just start pitching spears. Oh, that's the wrong thing. Okay, I can't move the Gripply, because otherwise I'll end up moving the alien ship. But yeah, these guys kind of all come out, and they just start throwing spears and stuff at anything that's in that entangled area. And you can see the spears just kind of flying through the air, making purchases. Some of the goblins are kind of getting bloodied. Right, the scum thing is getting hurt, and of course, the one creature in the center is also taking a few spear hits as well.
Okay.
Right, as the Gripply kind of just begin to fire away. All right, that is
fire away.
there. Luna, you are up.
I'll try one more time at opening this door.
Charisma check with the skill if you have it.
That's 1.
Baby.
Yep. Unfortunately, doors remain, as we saw last time, the bane of D&D characters.
So I'm just gonna
last boss's doors.
Just gonna shrug and I'll send a message to Lycus saying, so I heard there's a bunch of scum. We have to abandon ship, so get out while you can.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
I'm gonna. The honor's still not close enough, right?
So it's a ways away still.
Ways away. Okay, so I'm going to 1, 2, 3, 4. Pretty much run to the side of the ship here.
Okay.
And
as you get there, you can look down and see that there's a battle going on.
See the battle. I see where.
You see me? I'm
Yeah, you can't.
around.
It's hard to miss Edenor with those wings. These giant ass sparrow wings. Just like purple incorporeal, just kind of.
But judgment call on how far do you think he is, though?
How far is he?
Yeah.
He's asking if you can hook shot to him.
Shut up.
Can lasso man?
He's all right. He's about. Let me just check something. So he would have come out the back of the ship. Oh no, what have I done? Okay, we're good. He would have come out the back of the ship. Let me just check the rulers here.
Yeah.
So you were here. So 45 there. Let's give another 20 feet or so. He's about 75 feet.
I would have thought
from
that I would
Luna's
have
position.
I would have thought I would have been closer because we just came out of the.
Came out of the back of the ship, and Luna was still going through into the door at the front. So there's that still 60 feet of ship.
Got it.
So you're at a weird hypotenuse angle of 75, 80 feet.
Okay. Oh god. I don't know.
Maybe you do jumping fall with style and try to get me.
Yeah, what's your jump?
Well, my hook shot is 30 feet. That's why I was like,
Oh,
I was
Yeah.
planning to do something this turn. I can't do it till next turn, but if you wait for me, I've got feather fall ready.
Hey,
no,
meta minute.
that's too meta.
Yeah, meta minute.
I didn't get a chance to talk during meta minute.
Well,
Valid.
Fair.
That's deeply valid.
I know the ship is 40 feet. I'll just do this. I'll look towards the ship where Lycus is, and I'm just going to fall back
Okay.
off the ship. And then when I'm like 20, I'm going to make a judgment call like 20 feet-ish.
Mhm.
I'll turn around and aim my hook shot back at the ship.
Ooh.
Okay.
I
What's
hope
the
that
distance
works.
on your hook shot again?
It's 30 feet.
30 feet. Okay. The bottom of the ship is about yeah. Okay. Roll me in acrobatics.
So
Oh, I can take the
cinematic.
mic whispers off.
That is a dirty 20.
30-20? Yeah, you hit. You hit it, and now you have like this kind of like sudden like swing, right? If you want, you can probably make like a swing, or you just kind of looking to just kind of slow your fall.
I don't have enough swing to get that in order to slow my fall.
Okay. Yeah, so you kind of like drop off, right? Luna just kind of like leans back with the wind just rushing through, right? Your eyes are even closed as you're kind of just like falling, and then you just kind of have an idea. And you shoot the grappling hook, shoots out, hits the bottom of the ship, and Cress, from where you're standing, you can just see Luna just kind of like fall down, and it's like Gwen Stacy in Spider-Man, except doesn't break her back.
Damn,
Yeah.
that was badass.
All right, so you're like 20
so-
feet above the floor.
How far from?
From Edenor,
Yeah.
Luna is, let's say, we'll call it 50 feet.
Okay.
So that's action, bonus action. I'm just chilling there for now.
Okay. You are chilling attached to the ship. Love it. All right. I'm going to move you over as well to this map because that's kind of what you can see more anyway. All right. So it is going to be bad guy's turn. Let me just take a look-see here.
Which one?
It's going to be the thralls and the scum. So let me just kind of do Corbin, who is still fighting Lycus, is going to take an attack at Lycus. For a natural 1, my friend, you get an attack of opportunity on him.
Ooh.
Eat me.
tried.
18 plus.
Yeah,
So that'll be a
that's
hit.
a hit, my friend.
5 plus
Put
4.
'em
9.
down.
9 damage. How would you like to do this?
I think as it goes to hit me, I just kind of take it in the face. I grab his head and just scream concussively, doing damage into his.
Oh my
Love
god.
it.
Yes. And he's enthralled. Like he is like totally like blank for the most part, but then eventually, you know, his
Twinge.
body just can't hold up to the pressure. And he just kind of like his eyes kind of roll back and he just drops. I'm assuming this is
That
not
man
illegal
has
as
water
well,
vehicle
right?
proficiency. You should grab him.
It's not my turn, but I have plans. I'm good.
So, yeah, and I'm gonna say that was non-lethal as well, because I mean, sound
Yeah,
damage.
yeah.
It's okay. So he's down. He fucked up. Let's see. So now let's go to you all. These guys are gonna try to escape their grapples or the tangles. Yeah. Let's see. The goblins don't. But this thing is going to be able to kind of just get out of here, and he's going to attack the lizard folk. Cocked. That's a nat 20. And he is going to fucking destroy this lizard folk. And I believe he's got
Oh.
multi-attack. So I'm just going to go ahead and say he gets 2 of them, just so I can keep my tokens. Yes, he makes 2 attacks. So
Not
he's
part
going
of
to
the crew.
These 2 lizard folk are
Aw.
down as the scum just kind of
Aw.
like works its way. Its tentacles just kind of slip out of the entangle as it kind of comes forward, and both of its arms just kind of go out, and you can see where its fingers are just immediately kind of lock. forming these tridents. And as it kind of turns, it swings into one lizard folk, twisting. And as it falls, its brethren kind of turns to react to it, and it just goes through its chest. And you just see there's this just spray of blood that kind of falls onto the back of the other lizard folk as they both drop down.
Triggered. Okay.
Let's see.
Grab me coming out of them.
Is the creepy man the creepy mind flayer? Is it his turn? Make me a con save.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
We're so ready to call for that.
Hang on.
Let me do my damage.
I'm sorry. His turn is actually after Edinore's in the turn order. So he, his turn. That's why he attacked the grips. So yeah, he's there. It was just actually the scum and the other guys. So they are gonna just. I'm gonna say just for brevity, they're all kind of stuck. They're just small enthralled goblins. They only have the brains to even figure out how to get the fuck out of this entangle. They're working on it. All right. So that's the character phases done. Ship phases real quick. The alien ship, right? You guys who are on the floor, you see it is above. So it's like right about here.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty much directly above you guys, right? Okay. It begins to climb. It starts to turn at like a 45 degree, and it starts to climb up 40 feet. Luna, you are now 60 feet up.
Okay. Luna isn't. Oh, damn.
Yeah. Hanging on to the end of the thing. Yep. And you see it uses its movement to get up like that. It turns, right? And you see the tentacles kind of writhing, just kind of pull back, and there are these two sort of like spines that are just below and kind of encased within, kind of hidden beneath all the tentacles. And you see them kind of like build up this electrical energy. You can smell ozone in the air, and it just shoots out towards the honor. And you see the honor take one of the honor takes, misses on one, hits on the other. So the honor gets hit by one of these. And you can just see the ship in the distance just as I gotta try to figure out how to turn this fucking thing on. It's gonna turn like this. So Luna, you are underneath it, like just above the entanglement.
Oh, okay.
So you're like you're like 60 feet up again. Yep. Honor shoots back. And now, as you see the honor fire, as the blasts come out from the honor in response, one of them kind of goes wide off into the jungle. The other one looks like it's going to hit dead on, and as it kind of is about to make impact, there's just this kind of wave, this kind of ripple in the air, right? You can see it kind of blows up just before actually making contact to the side of the hull. As the ship has some type of shielding. Okay, top of the order. You guys get a minute to go meta.
Get off the boat.
You're gonna do this round.
Lycus, you and me are gonna feather fall.
Other plan.
For you, Luna.
You and these guys will Triton off the boat and then survive with undying whatever.
What?
Oh, you're gonna push. I thought the Triton was off already. He's still on there?
No, he's upstairs still.
Oh, okay.
No,
Okay.
I'm gonna grab him. I'm gonna survive because I can take get down to a 0, jump back up. Someone heals me, and then we can move on. You take the guys who are on the
by myself.
Okay.
Oh yeah. What about the unconscious people that you just captured?
I can't. My strength is -1. They're gonna have to figure it out on their own.
You're just gonna abandon them.
I don't know them that well.
Exercise ranger people. I mean,
don't
kill them, but
10 seconds. Anything else?
That's it.
Yeah.
I'll just try and attack the scum as however possible.
Sure.
Wait, Luna, how much do you weigh?
Sorry?
It's a very personal question.
Yeah.
How much do Luna weigh?
Better be not that much. All that
100 pounds,
spread.
110 pounds, something.
110 pounds, and you're on a 30-foot rope, acting as a pendulum, and you're 30 feet away from Edinor.
Are we doing physics right now?
No.
Well, he had slowed it, so he didn't do
guilty.
the pendulum.
Mm-hmm.
He just
okay.
All
So it's just limply lay. Oh, never mind then. Whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, so
He's just limply laying out there.
Lycus and Pim, the two of you are, in the ship there, and you watch as Lycus, from up above, you see Ramas begin to float down. Kind of steps forward towards the entryway, the roof hole into your room, and he kind of just drifts down. You see the Triton coming down, shield in hand, sword in hand, and this sort of like alien-style breastplate on. He kind of drifts down. He is gonna... That takes all his movement to actually get there, so he's just gonna kind of like float down right there. But he is there. Does he have a bonus action, actually? Let me just double check something. Did I give him a bonus action? I did not give him a bonus action. Yeah, so that's all he does. That's what he do. All right, Edenor, you are up.
I'm sorry. I just saw pause and a funky face out of nowhere.
Stretching.
All right.
Oh, she's doing it on the yoga mat.
So I am going to. I guess. What is my distance now that it oriented that way? It
from Luna
looks
or
like
from what?
Yeah, from Luna.
From Luna, I would say you were 50 feet before. I'm going to say you're 60 feet now.
Okay. I'm going to use a double move. Like I'm going to use my action to move.
Okay.
I'm going to go grab Luna.
Okay.
And then, I think that'll be it then. Well, let's see. Do we have any bonus actions?
Yeah, she's probably just like with the hook shot by the waist.
I'd say like for like a proper grab.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, Luna's not moving though.
And Luna's not moving, and seeing you coming, Luna's probably going to be on board for this too. So yeah, double move, you get over there, and you're able to kind of like grab Luna.
Yep, because Luna has not detached yet. So
no, Luna's still on. So now you're both just kind of dangling from the bottom. Well, you've got wings, so you're just kind of supporting yourself. Okay. You say anything to Luna?
I was like, ready to get into the fight? Or do you want to just hang around?
Oh! Inspiration.
No! You can't start handing out inspiration for puns. That's a sin.
If this is how we get inspiration, y'all better watch out.
Hey, mine
Dad
to give
jokes.
out. All right, so
You just set a precedent, sir.
Oh yeah,
see
I love it.
Okay, it does not get its ability back. So it is going...
Is it having a turn?
It is having a turn, you're right.
Ah!
Good call. What am I doing?
Okay.
No.
Make a con save for me.
13.
That fails. Take
You're so happy about
I
this.
heard a lot of
Take-
dice.
15 radiant damage.
Okay. That's juicy. And that also...
I rolled a 10 to 5.
Ooh, that also leaves it bloodied. As you
Hell
kind of
yeah.
like scorch down, the moonbeam just kind of like glows just even brighter. Luna and Edenor, you're hanging on the side of the ship, and you just see this radiant beam of moonlight just washing down over this creature. It screeches in horror as it's just being burnt by all this moonlight, and it is going to try to take its movement, see if it can break itself out of the entangle to move. Right? That's how entangle works, right? Or is it just difficult terrain?
It's difficult terrain, I think.
If they fail to save, I think they're restrained.
Yeah.
Okay, so they have to make the save, which...
If they didn't, then it's yes.
Yeah,
I think
it's difficult
just...
terrain no matter what. It's restrained if it fails.
Okay, and it repeats the save on its turn, right?
It
has to use
it
a
has
strength.
to make
It
a
uses
strength
action.
check. Yeah.
That's its action too. Okay, so it made the check. So it's gonna get. Let's see. Let's say it gets to the end here because that's 50. These are 10-foot squares, right? So half of its movement will just get it pretty much to the edge of the entangle. But yeah, that's its action as well, and it didn't recharge its bonus action, so it is done.
Sorry, a quick check. Where's the moonbeam? Where's it over?
It's currently right here. I'm about to
Yeah.
move it though, because it's about to be my turn.
Yep, and Cress, it is your turn.
It's my
Go
turn.
ahead. Yeah.
I moved the moonbeam here, and it has to make another save. Hate to see it.
Does it hit that other goblin though?
That's
It's 5 feet, so I don't
okay.
think so. I'm just targeting this guy.
Yeah.
Moonbeam, what old friend?
That's another 13.
So
plus
good.
4, yeah.
It's another failure. Take 11 radiant damage.
It is very bloodied.
Oh, you hate to see it, buddy.
You're just
Alright.
roasting it. And as you kind of hit it with these moonbeams, right? Cress, Edenor, and Luna, you all just get this wave of emotion, right? You're all within range. You can kind of just feel this wave of emotion just kind of echoes out from it. First, it's anger. It's just this red hot, deep-seated anger and rage. And then as it's starting to come apart, as its flesh is being burnt by the moonbeam, it changes to fear. You just get washed with this emotion of just existential fear. Like it gets the feeling, it knows it's about to go down.
Draw me a fucking river. And then they yell up to Pim, you gotta get out. They're very worried about their little gnome friend.
I don't
The
know
time
if
is
I hear
now.
that, unfortunately.
They're just screaming. I
yeah,
know that you might not hear it.
All right, and then it's the hippo man on the ship's turn. He got a nat 20. One hit misses, but one's a nat 20. So he's going to do...
Is this?
Oh, minimum damage on the roll. 5, 17 damage. 17 damage to the big bad, right? And this thing is like... He kind of lines up a shot, and right, you see the bullet kind of just go through its rib cage, right, and it kind of just like wobbles, right, and you continue to just get these wash of emotions of pain and fear, and as it starts to get even closer to death now, a little bit of sadness. All right, that is him's turn. Lycus, you're up. Him on deck.
Can I?
Probably.
But we get creative in here. It's fun.
Let's do it.
So, from what I understand, that door on the other side, that's outside, right?
That leads to outside. Yeah, that's the door you came in.
Can I hold my action until Pim opens the door?
Okay.
Pim, open the door. Someone needs to get evicted.
I'm already on it.
All right,
Okay, so we can just go to Pim's. Yeah.
Yep, cool.
All right.
And what's your action going to be?
I'm going to grapple him and hopefully pick him up and jump off the ship. Full sprint.
Okay. Well, tell you what. Let's do this. Pim, you go ahead and make me a charisma check to open the door.
Okay.
Right? Whichever one you feel is your one to do.
Oh, it's definitely persuasion.
Bard
Fuck.
baby.
No, that's why I chose persuasion, because of my special thing. Is it persuasion or deception? Let me double
I think
check.
it's deception, isn't it?
It's deception,
Deception
yes. So I'm using
or-
deception. So that is going to be a 19.
Okay. 19. Yeah. Lycus, you see Pim kind of rest a hand on just this like panel next to the door, and it opens up.
All right, I'm gonna walk up to my old friend
Okay.
and try to grapple him.
Okay. So contested checks. Right.
All right,
You
here
can
we go.
use. He's making a contested strength or dexterity. He's strength for sure for this guy, actually. All right, got mine.
Okay. I have an actual inspiration dice.
What'd you get for your check?
All right. So 16 on the die plus just dexterity or acrobatics. I forget.
Athletics or acrobatics?
All right. So plus acrobatics, 16 on the die plus 5 for acrobatics. That's 21. I have a Pim inspiration dice that I can use, right?
You won't need it. You got a 9 on the roll
Save
with a
it.
+4 modifier. So
Okay.
13 is his total.
All right. I want to, if I have to pop a key point, I will, to
Okay.
step and run as far as my character can just off the ship.
Step of the wind.
Step of
yeah.
the wind, baby.
Let's figure out the fastest route for you then, my friend. So let's see, you get from here, we'll call that 15 feet, right? And then to there is 20, so you need a minimum of 35 feet
Oh,
to make this happen. So that's
I don't think you
your
even
full
need
movement.
your key point.
Yeah, that's
You don't need
you're
step
at
of the wind.
40.
Cool.
Yeah, your movement speed is 40. Yeah, so you're able to kind of like scoop him up by the waist, right? He kind of like tries to hit you down with his with the hilt of his sword, right? And as you kind of just like scoop him up and you kind of just start dragging him, you being in your werewolf form, right, are significantly larger, right? And you're able to just overpower him as you kind of grip him. You've charged through the open door, cut a right, almost like Shield 21. What was his position, Nigel? Running back.
Running back, yeah.
Yeah. So you do like kind of like a slide like a running back, kick off the balcony there, and you're able to just kind of dash over to the side, and two of you are launched over.
I like that. So I like the idea of as I'm dragging him along, like I'm dragging him by his neck with my mouth. Like arms on the holding his arm so he can't attack me and just running. And then as I fall, I think I'm gonna yell out to anyone, "Someone please heal me."
Okay, let me get perception checks from. How high is the ship now? It was 60. It's 105 feet in the air. So that's going to be 96 worth of damage.
I rolled so bad.
It's gonna be
14.
Luna and Edenor.
I got an 18.
Yeah, I
You
rolled
gotta
19.
be right.
But it's perception, 18.
I feel like this isn't the last time we'll see the strategy.
We're gonna.
It's not a bad strategy.
We're gonna go ahead and resolve this now.
Need safety nets at the edge of boats, David. Otherwise, every boss.
Every boss, this is just gonna charge.
Relentless endurance.
Okay. So it's 100 feet. First 10 feet are free. So that's 96 worth of damage you're taking.
What about the other guy that's with them?
Once by Edenor, right?
Sorry?
He's been hit once by Edenor, right?
He has. He's been hit a few times by Edenor, I think.
I think maybe like 1 or 2 d6 should be minus because he's landing on the guy.
Okay.
Is that a thing?
So actually, I think rules is written or something is you transfer the damage if you land on somebody. Like you transfer. I think it's because there's supposed to be like this kind of cheese build where you make something that kind of like teleports people above, and you just kind of keep dropping people onto enemies. Like you drop the barbarian onto your enemy. It's like a cheese build.
I think that makes sense because then you're taking fall damage and like crushing damage or whatever.
Let me see. Dropping.
You don't make this more powerful to him.
I know. That's what I'm trying to say. I think we're just gonna call it the raw damage. We'll get back to the rule later. Okay, it's 96 worth of damage. My first 3d6 are a 6, 6, and a 3. Okay, second set of 3d6s, another 6, a 5, and a 3. 6, 5, 3.
29.
Last set
right
of 6s, another 6 and 2 2s. So 6, 4,
39 I got.
4. 39 damage, what you got there?
Yeah.
33. Yeah, 39.
39 damage. Okay. Lycus, yourself and Ramas both are going to get to move over to the next map.
Cool.
Yeah. Oh, wrong button.
I like Lycus, guys. He's my favorite.
I like how I contrast with Lycus in terms of exiting.
Yeah, I'm going to be really cool, do like an angel drop. Lycus is doing kind of like a swan dive, but with a guy in his mouth.
Guy in his mouth,
Right.
and he's just gonna hit the ground like a wet sack of potatoes.
Lycus, you
A werewolf
and
doing
Ramas,
a swan dive.
T-posing.
That's my
both-
captain.
Okay, so you both are going to land right there next to where I kind of placed Ramas there.
All right. There we go.
Did you get knocked out?
Oh, 100%. I have
Okay.
20 HP.
Okay.
Max is
Just-
26.
So you pop back up with 1 because of relentless endurance, right? Cress, you see the Triton and a werewolf just fall from the sky, just plummet down right into the entangles, right? There's just kind of a cloud of dirt and sand, right? As the two of them are just flat out on the ground. All right.
Oh.
We will, and they're both not moving.
Yeah. Shit.
We'll come
Can
back
I
to
tell
that.
the werewolf is Lycus?
Oh, I still have all my clothes on.
Yeah.
Same
Yeah, he
jacket
still
and
has.
everything.
Yeah, the
And the
jacket
hat.
and
I hope the
everything.
hat's still on.
Yes, he's got the hat like on his
There
back.
is a rope. It's on the
Oh,
back.
Yeah.
That is good knowledge to have. I don't have a reaction heal, but I'll get you as soon as possible.
Okay, so Lycus, you're at 1 HP. You don't know the state of Ramos, but he's on the floor with you. Him, you're up.
Okay. So it was a free action to open the door, correct?
Reaction, open the door. Correct.
Okay. I run outside.
Okay.
I run over to the edge, the direction that I saw Lycus go with the Triton guy. And I peek over the edge and I go, I hope this works. I've only done it a couple times. And I climb up on the railing and I jump off.
Okay.
And then I cast Featherfall on myself.
Okay. Give me the flavor of your cast.
Let me look at the components here. Featherfall is okay. So I do have all my stuff back, right? You threw it down to me, Cress?
No.
No, I was a spider.
Yep. So Crest
Spider
still has
Crest
all of
still.
it.
I now have everything I grabbed.
Yeah.
You have my arcane focus though, so you have the means to cast.
Okay, it doesn't require attunement or anything.
It requires attunement to do more things than just be a focus, but you can use it as a focus. I'm using the
Okay.
staff that I found that I'm not attuned to.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good news because I already jumped.
Yeah.
Off her forehead.
Best cast. Oh no!
I was checking to see how you're gonna
Yeah.
So
how you're
Pim,
gonna live through that.
that's your
No.
reaction to Featherfall.
So it's my reaction to Featherfall. I'm holding the rod really close, and I jump off, and yeah, just a straight kind of dive situation. While I'm slowly falling.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, I don't have my stuff. Never mind. That's it.
Okay.
So
that is
what
you're
do
the
I
last one on that
see while I'm
map.
falling here.
You
So
see
still
all
not
of
as
this
Pim.
chaos. No, as Pim. We dropped the disguise.
I
Oh,
did
okay.
drop the disguise.
Okay, just checking.
So Pim, you can place yourself just kind of like right over here next to the ship.
Ah!
Wow, you certainly did. So right over there, your feather falling down.
Okay.
There seems to be another Pim in
So-
the corner.
I see that. Goodbye.
Pip is gone.
He's deleted.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm falling and I see this. What can I do? Action.
I got a train going by right now. Here it is.
I will do a, let's see, vicious mockery on,
What's the range on Vicious Mockery?
oh, good question. 60 feet.
Okay.
You have to be able to hear me. Okay. Let's see. who's
60
it?
feet.
I guess this guy here.
Okay. I'll give you, what's your movement speed? Your movement speed is 30?
25.
25.
But
Okay,
with
so you
Featherfall, I can come down at 60 feet per round.
per round. Okay, so you come down, so you're about 40 feet away then from where you jumped off, right? So you're about 40 feet down, feather falling, and then you said, what was the range on that again?
60.
Vicious
60?
Mockery is 60
yeah.
feet.
Yeah, okay, yeah, so you're fine. And you're casting it on who again?
The goblin here.
Okay,
So I say, I say, hey, you just might be why the middle finger was invented in the first place.
Scorching.
Yeah, ouch. Okay, what was the save I have to make?
The wisdom 15.
It's a failure with a flat 11.
All right. Disadvantage on your next attack, and you take 3 psychic damage.
Okay. All right. He's unsure. He's hurt by your cruel words. Let me just. I gotta move the ship real quick so I can grab the lizard folk. Okay, so let's see. Luna, is there a lizard folk underneath you? Yeah, there is. Okay, I'm just gonna have the lizard folk move into range of flanking with this scummerdo. They're gonna do that. They're gonna take some hits at him, and they're gonna do some damage to him. Like they start kind of ripping into the scum here. He's not bloodied or anything, but you can see he's taking quite a bit of damage. He's hurting. And then let's see, Gazalik. Where is your stat block? Nope, that's the wrong stat block.
You got a lot of moving parts.
Yeah. Let's see. He's gonna do. Let me just check something. So entangles concentration.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. He's gonna go ahead and do. He's gonna take his movement to get to about here, right? Or just kind of like right into the entangle, right? And he's gonna use Thorn Whip and pull the scum back into the entangle.
Love it.
He's just underneath you there, Pim. As the two lizard folk kind of go in and they start kind of like just tearing into the scum, right? You see it doesn't have like actual blood, but it's just like this sack of water, this like thin flesh. And you can see even now that with all the humidity and heat that it's suffering from, just being in the Froggrove right now, its skin is drying quickly and the lizard folk are just tearing through it like paper mache. And it's just like, and just as it starts to kind of like turn around and screech ready to strike back, Ghastly kind of shoots around behind, right? Crawling on all fours, grabs a chunk of the entangled vine, whips it out, and it kind of comes alive, grabs around the scum's waist, and he yanks it back into the entangle. And so that's the lizard folk. Luna, you are up.
This is an enemy here. So we're like 60 feet in the air?
Yeah.
So
yeah, because you were 20 before, it went up 40 feet. So yeah, you're 60 feet in the air.
I'll make sure that I'm flipped over onto Eleanor's back. Okay. And you'll just see my hand go from the right side of your face, and I'm going to shoot a firebolt at this one here.
Okay. Are you disconnected from the ship now?
Yeah.
Okay,
pretty much. The moment you grapple me, yeah.
Okay, just making sure. Okay, so you disconnected from the ship.
Yeah,
right.
just going.
Yep. Firebolt, go ahead, roll me an attack.
It's 14 plus 6 for
it's
30, 20.
It's
and then damage will be a 5 fire damage.
5 fire damage. It's hurting. It's like you can see its body is just like breaking. It's scorched, right? The moonbeam kind of like pummeling it down. It almost like this light has like this intense mass, and it's just like struggling to even move around as its body is just kind of creaking and cracking as the fire just kind of goes. It is really fucked up. It is dying. All right, and you guys just get another wash of just this intense fear, all of you now being in range, and you even get maybe a tinge of regret in there. Okay, so it is the scum's turn. They are going. It's gonna try and just hit Ghastly really, and miss both times because it's a dumb bitch. It's gonna kind of move forward, kind of like work its way out from back in the entangled, right? Kind of struggling to come forward. It kind of does a weak strike forward. Ghastly's able to kind of duck, right? Even as an old, elderly lizard folk, right? Able to kind of just keep moving. The other like trident arm comes out, and he kind of snaps the whip shut tight, so it kind of makes like a shield and just kind of blocks the strike as it's coming in. So that's Ghastly. Now ship phase. Just want to resolve that real fast. So none of you are on the ship anymore. So the ship is going to The ship is going to come forward, right? The two ships are kind of both coming towards each other, right? Now that it's kind of at a level with the Honor, the both ships kind of come forward and they kind of get, you can see the Honor starting to try to turn away as it kind of realizes that this alien ship is looking to ram, right? It's kind of making kind of a defensive movement, but you can see as it's kind of using its tail to propel it forward, it's going very, very slow and it gets caught just on the side. As the tentacles begin to kind of like reach around and grab at the different parts of the Honor, scooping around the mast, scooping around the foresail and the figurehead. And you can see the Honor's tail just kind of like writhing wildly, trying to gain control, right? But you see that this is not going well as this much larger tentacle ship just kind of grips, and you can hear the snapping of wood and the crunching of metal. All right, and that is going to
kill that thing fast.
So, back to the top of the order. You guys get a minute.
I think we gotta kill that big boy real quick to help the Honor.
I just want to not die. Mostly.
Yep, I'm gonna heal you. Does anyone else have healing?
I do.
Okay, cool.
You should have a potion, Lycus.
Unfortunately, it's the only heal I have right now though is a touch. So
I gave you a potion last one of the sessions before.
Okay.
I realized I forgot the Gripply. I'm just gonna go ahead and just eliminate some goblins real quick. As the Gripply are, kind of just firing into the entanglement.
I still have a couple bardic inspirations left. I could give for extra healing, but my turn isn't until after everyone.
Sorry, Cress. The Gripply just kind of went ham. The goblins were,
they murder
They're
all
defending
the
their
goblins,
home.
They're fine.
Can I tell this strange entity who's making us feel things? Is that the one that I saw with Zadok?
No,
that
one was like a proper illithid, upright, standing. This one looks like an illithid gone wrong. All right, so that's the minutes. Top of the order. You guys watch as kind of the dust settles. Lycus, you made your fall and you're just about like opening your eyes, and you can see next to you, Ramas is also standing up, body in a lot of pain as he's kind of like making his way. Silently looks over at you, and he's going to take an attack at you.
Fair. And I thought he was dead. Oops.
We were all hoping for it.
That's gonna hit 18 on the roll.
And he's going back down. Oh no.
Shield, right? You have shield? No.
Well, can I do that? Can I shield?
No, Lycus, that's gonna be.
It's a self-warding spell, though.
It's gonna be 5 slashing damage, and 11 psychic damage.
Oh.
Cool. I can't use an inspiration that you gave me to instead reduce his make you reroll his attack, right?
No, unfortunately not.
That's
is
fair.
Is there some kind of key point reaction you can use to dodge? I can't remember.
Patient defense.
I think I have to
you
set
would
it
have
up.
had to declare that. Yeah.
Is he within 60 feet of where Ednor and I are?
Within 60 feet of where yourself and Edinor are?
Yeah.
Lycus is. I'll say Lycus is.
But not. What's the guy's name? Triton?
You don't know his name.
Well, yeah. Well,
He is a
who's
Triton.
attacking him?
He is a Triton. Yeah. Sorry, he is a Triton.
The one who's attacking him, basically. I'm assuming I could notice my cap on the ground.
Oh yeah. You see Cap on the ground, right? You see Lycus kind of like getting ready to get up, but this Triton kind of gets up first. I will say though, I do have to do this. He is bloodied as fuck. Like he is hurting, right? Like he gets up with effort.
That's what I'm checking. If he's within 60 feet.
If he's within 60 feet, yeah, he's within 60 feet of you. Sure.
All right. Is it too late for me to do a reaction right now? I'll leave it to you.
I did call the damage and everything already, and the rolls. What is the reaction? Does it specify? Because if it specifies, then I gotta call it.
Succeeds on an attack roll.
Succeeds on an attack roll.
Silvery barbs.
So I'll say you notice that he's succeeding on the attack roll. Yeah. So Lycus, you don't have to take the damage yet. I'll let you do this, but in the future we got to catch it earlier. But what do you do? What do I need to do?
You just need to re-roll.
Okay.
So there's gonna be like just a silver mist type line that goes towards that creature, and you see something get like sucked out of it and it goes right into Lycus. So if you live through this, Lycus, you'll get an advantage on your next attack roll, ability check, or saving throw.
15 on the
I can
roll.
guarantee you who I'm attacking.
15 on the roll for a total of what?
No, sorry, 11 on the roll. Sorry, my bad. 11 on the roll. Plus, you said, what was it? Wisdom?
Who?
What's the save I need to do?
Oh, there's no save.
There's no save on silvery barbs?
No.
Nope.
Oh, yeah, no, then sorry, this is my attack roll.
You gotta
Yeah,
reroll
so
the
11,
attack.
11 plus 4. Yeah, so 15 to attack you, Lycus. That's what it was. That's what I rolled.
No.
Does that break your AC? No?
I'm werewolf.
Nice.
Okay.
Give me a roar.
Well played, guys. Really well played.
Such a good reaction.
Yeah.
Oh, Luna.
Luna, you can go ahead and take an inspiration for saving your friend's life there, because he gets up, right, and you see Lycus is on the ground, ready in the dirt, and just as he kind of raises the blade to kind of strike down, what are your silvery barbs?
So it'll be like a misty silver lining that goes towards the hand that's attacking, sort of drags it downward so it misses the target, and like a puff of smoke comes out of that creature and then just gets absorbed into Lycus.
Into Lycus? Sure. Yeah, he kind of like slashes down, and as he does so, you can see kind of the silvery light around his wrist kind of like drag the blade off course, Lycus, as you see it just kind of into the sand next to you. And then all of a sudden, the light kind of just collects, runs up his arm, and then kind of comes out in a cloud and goes into you.
Okay.
So, yeah. And he misses that strike. Well, fuck. Okay.
We almost lost the
That's his-
captain.
Yeah,
again.
It's his
sorry
attack,
for being
yeah,
late
no
on
bonus
that.
actions. No, you're fine, man. Don't worry about it. Okay. He is gonna do. Well, he's entangled as well, so he's not even gonna. Half his move was to get up. He's fucked. All right, he's there. Edenor, you are up.
All right. So he looks incredibly
I'm just on your
bloodied,
back.
and he looks incredibly bloodied, right? Both of the
Mhm, They're
boys?
both really hurt, and I actually think there is a scum under here who is also
Mhm.
bloodied.
Okay.
He's just underneath Pim. So all of them, those are like the last 3 enemies on the field, but the alien ship, I'm gonna just move it off the map real quick because it's in the way.
So then I'm flying in. I guess I'm bringing you with me here.
I got no reaction. Don't put me in danger.
Oh, we're going in, baby.
Oh shit! Let's go.
Boy.
So I'm going to be going straight in to land here.
Okay,
So I don't know where
It
Luna
is-
would drop off.
Luna,
You
where
just-
would you like? Yeah,
Just,
that's
Sorry.
I'm pretty much on your back.
Yeah.
So
So then because I think all these other spots, unless I could force myself here and then he drops here. I don't know. It doesn't matter to me.
yeah. We could do that.
Just because he'd be behind me.
Yeah. So Luna, you would drop down right here next to
You're dropping her into flank?
there, and
Why?
Ednor's there.
You just dropped a wizard into flanking with 2 Marshes
Why not-
and Batten.
Don't worry.
Why not
Don't
drop her
worry.
here next
Don't
to me?
worry.
Also,
Well, I don't.
Edenor,
But I thought I had to be behind. Yeah.
your wings go off at this round as well.
Okay. Yeah. So I need.
This is your last round of wings. At the end of your
last
turn
round of
here,
wings. Got it.
please kill some of them, at least one.
Don't worry. Don't worry. Don't worry. We're gonna kill one. We're gonna kill one. Don't worry. Chill. Everybody relax.
It's
Everybody
it's
relax.
funny when you look at the placement.
Yeah, I didn't realize initially as
I didn't too until
more
Button
focused
brought
on
it up.
his- You know, it was a little late.
Oh,
a little
God.
late.
My bad.
We're
Okay.
here now. Editor,
Look
what
at
do you
the
do? What do you do?
I was
Editor?
looking at the board. There's a lot of shit on the board. Okay, so I'm gonna land there, and then luckily I do have a thing that I can help protect you, so don't worry. And I am going to use actually, so the scum is not considered a humanoid, correct?
It's not.
Monstrous. Okay, just
No.
want to make sure. I am going to, with my bonus action, cast Thunderous Smite, and then
Bonus action cast Thunder Smite.
yep. And I think I'm going to
Roll me a
Regular
Divine
system.
Madness as you cast your Thunder Smite.
got it.
1 or a 20. Let me know.
It is. What did you say? Oh yeah, it's a 7.
Oh, you're fine.
Okay. So
That's all we would have needed.
it's just now everybody
Goes
And
unconscious.
I have the one thing that can stop it, so it's on my
Okay.
first.
So
all right,
Thunder
so-
Smite's activated.
Thunder Smite is activated. So many decisions. I'm actually going to go after this guy right
Okay.
here. I'm
Yeah.
going after the big one.
Roll me an attack.
And then alright, so it's an 18 plus
18 on the roll.
yeah, 18 on the roll plus 4. So
Hits.
that is 22. So that is, and you know, I think I'm gonna throw another Divine Smite on it, just a little
Okay.
bit last spell. Or I'm
Right.
dead. So that is, that's 1, that's 4. I just, how many? It's 48 plus 2d6 plus 4. Okay.
That sounds like a lot of numbers.
If this doesn't kill it, I don't know.
I want to say I'm also in like difficulty terrain.
Yep.
Yes.
Or-
You'll be fine. I got a plan. Got a plan.
Okay.
You're within range
All right.
of me. I got you. All right. So
And
that's
what's the damage?
2, 3, 7 plus 6.
So much numbers.
6 is so. Let me get my calculator out so I can calculate this as I go along.
There's so much math.
Paladins.
I know
He
there's
just
pressure.
keeps rolling dice. He just
Yeah.
keeps going.
David's like, he's dead after the first one, man. Okay, keep going.
Keep going.
Let's just see how dead.
Yeah,
On a
plus
scale of-
7 plus another. Oh my god! Yeah, so that's 29 damage. I rolled not great, so
How would you like to do this?
I am as I come landing in. I want to come landing in, drop Luna off. You see me pull out my divine sensor, pop off the thunderous and divine smite. So you're seeing just glowing from the divine sensor's head, and I jump up in the air with my wings, smash down on its head thing or whatever,
Sure.
and then as I do the final blow, my wings go out. So
All right.
like the flourish just
And Ednor just kind of comes down, right? And
dust pop up and he's down, crushed head.
yeah, its head is just kind of like completely caved in, right? Its body was already kind of, like this strange, broken mass of flesh, and you just watch as its skull just kind of caves in under the pressure of the sensor, right? All of a sudden, though, you see its as the blow is struck, the body kind of like twists and cracks underneath the pressure, and the moonbeam kind of like surging downwards. You see the tentacles kind of like just kind of whip wildly just a little bit as it kind of shudders down, and then you start to see from its wounds this black mist just kind of spill out. You see what looks to be like just a cloud of black spores just begin to billow and build up, and you see it starts to begin to form a shape. You see an elongated head with a egg-shaped kind of cranium, and it starts to make 2 sunken eye sockets. And as it kind of continues down, you kind of start to see the tentacles kind of begin to form as like spires of cloud and mist, and within its eyes you see thunder kind of like breaking in the back, almost like red thunder just kind of within the cloud itself. And then suddenly it dissipates into 5 streams of cloud that just kind of surge around the battlefield. And it kind of every one of you gets hit by one of these clouds. And it kind of surrounds you. And then you get this kind of wash of just psionic whispers, this emotion of just all these different ranges of emotions that this creature felt in its last moments. And then mist dissipates from around each and every one of you. You're fine. There's no.
I was waiting for the same.
I was waiting for the damage. And like, roll the fucking damage, baby. All 5
look around. As you kind of look around and just kind of, wondering what the fuck just happened, right? All of you kind of look at your left hands. You see there is a black spot, just a deep black spot, and kind of where you get the lines of your palm, they kind of just scintillate red. Just ever so slightly.
I don't think he liked us at the end there.
Press, you're up.
All right. My moonbeam moves as they see the Triton who fell on the ground. They say, "You took him from me," and they move the moonbeam atop the Triton.
Okay.
Roll me a con save, bitch, with disadvantage because of Pim.
First off, nat 1
Oh!
on the first go, and a natural 7 on the other
So
one.
that's
But nat
attacks, opportunity attacks from all 3 of them, right?
Oh yeah.
Or no,
right?
that's
on
saving
attack
throw?
rolls. That's on attack rolls.
Okay.
But
okay.
I'm gonna give it to you guys because he's not looking good. So, Edenor, well, you just had your turn, so you have your reaction. Yep. Edenor, Luna, and Lycus, you can all take your reactions and join in on Cress's attack here.
I'm gonna hold
I don't have-
my
Radiant
reaction.
from me.
12 radiant from you.
I don't have a reaction.
I'm gonna hold on.
Oh, you don't
to
have a
my
reaction. Yeah, you silvery barbs.
I'm gonna protect.
Edenor? You taking it?
I'm protecting my reaction.
Okay.
So I'm holding
Lycus,
on to
do you want to take a reaction at all?
Oh, for sure. I'm gonna hit this motherfucker real hard.
Okay. Lethal? Well, it doesn't matter. Cress isn't going very non-lethal. And Cress is the one doing the bulk of the damage here.
Yeah.
Right?
You don't get a choice.
Roll
So
again
like
just for the fun of it.
Oh, roll again?
You have advantage on attack.
Oh.
Yeah.
Cool. 19.
19 hits. Yeah, so Lycus, give me an idea. Cress, you see this moonbeam just kind of pouring down onto Ramas, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you see him just kind of begin to and his eyes just his face that was otherwise incredibly impassive just kind of snarls as the moon beams just kind of like singes his flesh, right? He's looking really, really hurt. What do you do?
I deal 11 damage.
Okay.
Does
How do you
that perfect? While this moonbeam is scorching him, I want to reach in with both my hands on his shoulders, like taking the damage from the moonbeam, and tell him he never should have left. You never should have betrayed me, and then reach into his heart and just crush
okay.
it.
Just going straight through his armor. I'm gonna give you half the damage to the moonbeam.
Cool. He dies, and then I'm just gonna stand there with his heart in my hand, dead. I'm unconscious.
It's still my turn. Bonus action, Palm of the Summer Court. You heal for 3 points, and then you get 1 temp point. So you pop right back up.
Pop right back up.
Be fucking dramatic, and then there's this like, teal mote of light that just like bonks into your forehead.
This is making me think of Ryan's campaign.
You pop right back up again, Lycus.
That's my turn.
You're just enabling him at some
Fantastic.
point.
Let him sit down.
Friendly reminder.
Okay. Pim and Luna, you two are the only ones with turns left. There is one more enemy on the field at the moment, right? It's just that scum who's bloodied. So I'm going to just skip ahead to the two of you, right? What would you like to do? Pim, you would be able to kind of land.
I'm going to say I land. So I was floating down kind of on top of him, right?
Yeah.
I want to land over here, if that's doable.
Sure.
So flank.
Okay.
And then... Okay, last enemy. Okay, so I'll do this. I will burn a Dissonant Whispers.
Okay.
So I hold the thing close and I just I whisper something to him. No one can hear it except for him, but it just sounds like white noise, static. And wisdom saving throw. 15.
Yeah, he rolled a 7.
Okay.
Natural.
3d6 psychic. Which is probably
Total 8.
9, 10, 12 damage.
12 damage. Okay. Luna?
It also has to move. Oh, yeah, it failed. So it has to move as far as it can away from you, which is right into Lycus.
Right into Lycus and Luna. So this dude's devastating. Okay. Yeah, so Lycus already kind of like took his reaction already. Although he would have had a turn as well. But Lycus, I'm gonna say you had your moment. Luna.
I'm taking out my short sword and seeing the scum that is next to me, I'm gonna go for a strike with my short sword and then one with my shadow blade.
Okay, roll me attacks.
Short sword is that's a nat 20 on the short sword.
Okay, that hits for sure.
19 on the shadow blade.
Both hit. So this is easily going to be a how do you want to do this?
I'll go to slice one of his, like with a short sword, slice the knee so he comes down.
Okay.
And then I'm going to run up his body and go for the shadow blade for the head pierce.
Okay. So Pim is also kind of coming down on this creature as well. So how this looks is it's kind of caught in the vines, right? It's caught in that same thorn whip of Ghastly, right? And as Pim kind of comes down, it kind of rattles around, grabs towards its head, it tries to go forward. And as it's going forward, two of its big tentacle legs kind of come forward. You come in with your short sword and just slice through both of them. And it kind of falls forward. It catches itself on its its long trident-like arms, just as Pim kind of lands on its back. And you make like a kind of Legolas swing, right? Off of the floor, twisting on Pim's shoulder and kind of coming down with your shadow blade through the back. Pull the blade out, and it just drops into the entanglement, just spilling water everywhere, all over the sand, as yourself and Pim are just both on top of this thing now. And that is the end of that. Up in the sky, you see the alien ship and the Honor are locked in this vicious combat, just plumes of smoke. And you can see the Honor, the giant tail just kind of whipping wildly, and eventually the alien ship just kind of lets it go, and the ship, the Honor, just falls from the sky.
This is on the ship turn?
Yeah, this is on the ship phase. And then suddenly you see as the alien craft lets out this loud screech that just echoes through the Froggrove, and everyone kind of just starts clutching at their ears in this like horrendous sound. You see the tentacles kind of whipping out and cracking straight and contorting and twisting, and then this long hook-like structure emerges from the bottom of the ship. It splits open into 3 sections, and you see another dark cloud, similar to what kind of had erupted from the creature when Edenor killed it, just kind of spill out from beneath the ship, kind of starts encasing it like a black storm cloud. And you see lightning, or red thunder kind of just happening in the midst of that. And then the screeching kind of goes into like this high-pitched whine and then just kink, stops, like there's a snap. There's just a brief second, and then all of a sudden, right as their cloud begins to kind of collapse on itself, almost kind of imploding. And the craft is gone.
Shit.
How
And the
far
honor
did
just
the honor
falls to the
fall?
ground.
The honor is just sailing down. Just
Oh,
kind of like
sailing
a
down,
trail.
okay.
Well, not falling, sailing, right? And there's just kind of this red mist behind it as it kind of goes down, and then there's a distant crash.
How far? Oh, falls pretty
It's
far away
about-
from us.
Well, it's probably about 200 feet away from you guys.
Oh, okay. I can't. do
Ednor's
it.
he's beelining it straight for it. 'cause
Yeah.
The girls are on there. So
Okay.
I run to
Alright.
Cress immediately and give.
Hey.
You're okay.
Yeah, you're okay.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm
sweetheart.
I'm okay. And I hand Cress the your spellcasting focus, and I say, "Do you have my things by
I
any
have
chance?"
everything. Yeah, they
Oh.
give her back. They recovered. I think David, you said all of her gear.
Yes.
And
And
then
then
some.
a couple other things. Yeah.
A couple other
Yeah.
things. Yep.
But yeah, you get
Great.
all of your gear back. You okay?
I'm good. I need to sit down for a little while, I think, but yeah, I'm good.
All right. They will turn tail and chase after the Aesmar because I imagine people were on that vessel.
Yeah.
and as Ednor is passing the lizard folk,
Oh.
tend to your wounded and then come help. I'm
Okay.
sprinting.
Wait, I'm gonna take a look around and see if I notice where I am.
Okay. As you look around,
I know it looks different than it was last time.
yeah, it certainly does look very different, but you can recognize for sure, the Gripply, who are, kind of all standing there very weakly, right? A lot of them are dehydrated, so you can tell they look exhausted. Even the pond mother, this giant toad, who's kind of like sitting on the top of the cliff, as Gazalik's entanglement kind of just goes back into the floor, right? But you can see that you are surrounded by the frog folk, him.
Oh.
And you can see they all kind of look around, right? Everybody, they all just kind of take a moment, kind of just shocked by everything that they just saw. And then the pond mother emits a sort of like triumphant roar. Kind of this just kind of fills up the sack and just kind of croaks loudly, and you can kind of just get the sense of this sense of pride, this sense of victory that they were able to survive this attack and the enemies were successfully repelled. And you can get the sense that, they probably haven't had a win like this in a while. And they're all, even despite of how exhausted and hurt some of them look, they are cheering and happy. But Edenor and Cress, you two are taking off towards the honor. Lycus and Luna, what are you up to?
I'll go to Lycus and ask, okay, we made it. It is another ship down. I must say, we're 2-0 or 3-0. You just saw the honor.
The honor was one you were considering, you bastards.
Well, like I said before, it isn't about the ship. We're still a crew, as long as everyone's more or less all right. And I think I want to try and
Looks at
collect
lizard
everyone,
people.
like lizards, frogs, whoever's available, and just kind of, speak out like, everyone, you fought incredibly. We saved the day from these scum, as I still have the heart of my lover in my hand. And just
Still in
crush it
werewolf
and toss
form?
it. Yeah.
Okay.
I think at this point, like I'm like my fur is like falling off, like my face is like melting back into a half orc,
Okay.
and you've won the day. But it wasn't alone. We all had to work together, and despite your differences, the Ashanti, is what they're called?
The Yuan-Ti.
The Yuan-Ti. The Yuan-Ti. They fought and took incredible damage to save you. They are in danger now. Please, I know you don't want to, but lend us a hand in their rescue, as they did for you.
Roll me a persuasion check at advantage.
Okay. That's a natural 20.
All
right.
I get one per session. And they're never in combat.
Yeah.
Well, that's not a bad place to have them, though. The Gripply kind of like look around at each other, right? And they all kind of look to the Pond Mother, who looks to you, Lycus. Closes her eyes slowly. Opens them back up. Goes. Sings this kind of like croaking song. Yeah, she sings this kind of like croaked, kind of almost angelic for a creature of its size, right? And kind of gives out this sense of blessing and peace, right? And the Gripply all kind of look just for a moment pretty rejuvenated. They look to you and they kind of like nod, kind of ready to take whatever instruction it is you have to offer, right? And I will say all of you who are there, you all get you get advantage on your next saving throw. Nice. As the Pond Mother's song kind of works in for all of you. Let's see, Lycus, you gave an inspirational speech, which earned you, the recognition and boons of the Pond Mother. Right?
Woot.
Edenor and Cress, the two of you said you were taking off to go check the crash site of the Honor. Luna and Pim, what are you guys up to real quick?
So
after speech, what do you do?
Pim is immediately, like, as soon as she realizes where she is, sees the Pond Mother and realizes that she's at the Gripply Egg Pond. Mm-hmm. She's going to run over here and start yelling, "Mom! Dad! Brina! Brooke!" And just kind of run around and yell, waiting for an answer.
Okay. You're still there, Lycus, or you run away? You run off.
Oh, if they seem like they're rallying behind, I'm out. I'm heading towards the down ship.
Okay. Yeah, they seem like they're rallying. It's slow going for them. Like,
but before I do though, I do mention to Luna, stay around, stick around, make sure everybody's safe. If you're willing.
Okay. Then, yeah, I'll try to do that. Some medicine checks.
Okay.
See all what's up.
Let's do. Tell you what. Let's maybe just roll initiative for this, just so we can kind of keep those lines clear. We can just kind of go Cress, Edenor, and Lycus, and then Luna and Pim. Okay, so let's see. Luna and Pim, what did you guys get for initiative?
12.
Oh, well, there you go. That makes that easy. All right. Lycus, Edenor, and Cress, what did you guys get for initiative?
1.
Yeah, 7.
7.
Well, yeah, 7.
Lycus?
12.
12. Okay.
Ooh,
well,
look at you.
Yeah, I rolled a 9.
Yeah. We're going to start with Pim and Luna. They did, on average, roll better.
Yeah, they rolled 12.
Yeah. So, let's see. Luna, you start kind of, making your way through the camp, tending to the wounded, right? You see that there are several goblins, who are all thralls, right? Spears, darts, right? A couple of gunshot wounds on a couple of them, on at least one of them, right? As they're all kind of down. There are also some lizard folk who are down, and then the scum and the triton as well as that strange creature. You said you were kind of looking around, and then Pim, as you're kind of calling out, you also notice obviously Pim is just, in the battlefield with you, still kind of calling out.
Okay. There's only so long I could ignore the cries. I'll go to the little one that's shouting out. Wait, hello. Are you looking for someone?
I look at Luna. Miss Luna?
Pim? You've gotten so much bigger since the last time I saw you.
What?
You were yay high.
What are you doing here? How did you get here?
Was brought aboard on that ship that just fell, where all the others have gone.
Oh.
This.
So you're with the Wolfman and the flying guy.
Well, he's only a wolfman half the time. You get used to him.
He seems like a good folk.
Well, I just need a ride, so I'm with them for now.
I can't believe you're here.
I'll go in for. I'll go on my knees and go in for a little hug. At this moment,
I ran right up to that.
It's just really nice to see someone that, I recognize that I've known before.
Yeah.
It's just.
Hey, have you seen my parents? I'm looking for them. They told me to meet them here.
I've only seen the Grappling around so far. Haven't.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That they left me a message to meet them here, but that was, of course, before all this happened. And what? This place looks different. Why is it so dry? I mean, last time I was here, it was a lush landscape.
Oh, you haven't been told as yet. Some creature that we're still trying to find out more about just absorbed all the water. Recently there was just a massive tidal wave that just all the water got absorbed into the sky.
When did this happen?
I look towards DM. This is like 2 months ago.
Roll me a history.
Holy shit.
That was like 10 hours ago.
23.
Depends on who you are. 23. You recall it happening. I think you confirmed that it was about 2 weeks ago ish.
Weeks.
Then 2 to 3 weeks ago for you.
Oh, it's been around 2 weeks.
2 weeks? I guess I was on that ship longer than I thought. It was kind of hard to tell how much time was passing.
That's even more, but why were you on this ship?
Oh,
Especially
we got
that one.
captured. Yeah, we were out in the waters trying to help the people of the Ironwood. And this massive tentacled ship came upon us, and we all kind of just passed out. And then I woke up in a little pool of water, and I kind of didn't know what day it was. And I spoke with a woman for a while. She told me some things about the monarch or something. And Granny. Yeah. I look around, see if Granny Smith is around.
There's no Granny Smith around.
Oh no. Granny Smith was on that ship too. I was supposed to save her.
Mal Smith was on that ship as well?
Yeah. You remember?
I've met her once before.
She was under some kind of influence, I think. She didn't seem like herself, really.
Okay. There's a lot of things we have to tackle here. I think we should either regroup or You said you're looking for your parents? We can
Yeah, they're supposed to be here.
ask the pond mother. We can ask, well, sorry, I wouldn't know that. We can ask the giant frog creature over there.
Would I know that that's the pond mother?
Yeah, you know
Okay.
it's a pond mother.
Oh, yeah, the pond mother might know. It's a good idea.
Yeah,
I start
call a
walking
giant
up to
frog
her.
creature to its
Okay.
face.
We'll pick up with
Sven.
you guys in a
Okay.
We'll pick up with you guys in a second as you guys are making your way over to the pond mother. The other three, you guys are with a little makeshift band of lizard folk and exhausted Gripply, kind of trudging through destroyed, broken pieces of the jungle. Right, it's incredibly humid, and you're just kind of making your way towards a plume of smoke up in the distance. Right, eventually you're able to kind of get out of the jungle for just a moment and walk along like this dry riverbed. And as you kind of continue going forward, you eventually find that it opens up into these like sandy shores. As you all look around, you could probably recognize that maybe this was once swamplands. Maybe this was once like a marsh, right? But now it is just covered in sand and dry, and you see the mangroves are all just kind of rotting away. Right, trees are tipped over and broken, and up ahead, just over a mound of sand, you can see the big plume of smoke rising. Is there any sort of things you guys would like to do before I reveal the honor?
I mean, I think we're moving as fast as possible,
Yeah.
but
Okay.
I've been here before, correct?
Yeah, you've been to the Whispering Jungle. You've explored extensively in the wilds here.
Is Gazalik with us?
Gazalik is with you. Yes.
All right, they're gonna ask him in Druidic, what happened here?
Is he, the two of you are kind of like making your way through the sands and kind of looking around, and you ask your question. He goes, kind of says, this was once swamp, but then
No.
red moon. And he kind of gestures up towards the red moon. He says, red moon bring dry sands, still water.
When?
About not long, less than one moon.
What day is it?
Says, Kigwana don't track day.
Fuck.
Perhaps.
Angel Man, what day is it?
You're asking the wrong person.
God damn it. Werewolf Man, what day is it?
It's gonna be so disappointing for you. It's today.
Fucking excellent. All right.
So as
The
we were
brainy
saying,
one was left in the camp.
So I turned back. So you didn't know this was all out here? Towards Cress?
I knew about this place. I've been here. It was
No, but I mean the current condition.
No, we were stuck in tanks for quite a while. That fucking Triton, they get visibly upset. They're like, I don't want to fucking talk about it, and they just keep looking.
Fair enough.
In short order, you guys kind of cross over, this last mound, this last dune, and you see kind of crashed in the remnants of a drying swamp is the honor. This kind of long, slender, silvery ship with these broad sails just on the side, all crumpled and broken, dented metal. You see the long tail that kind of functioned as its propulsion system, right? It's made out of these kind of metallic ribs. It's kind of just shattered on the floor, kind of making its way, kind of winding around up towards you. And you can see just smoke billowing from various parts. You see several automata who are just kind of like running around, grabbing, little boxes, stuff like that, just trying to salvage different things. And as you guys kind of make your way forward, you hear, are you okay, little ones? It's okay. It's okay. You're alive. And as you kind of come around kind of like a bend, you can see just on the other side of the ship a leather cloaked figure of Captain Idris with his serpentine like helm, kind of just petting the shoulders of two children, two young girls, Yoma and Sarah are the name of the girls for Lycus and Edenor, because I know you guys wouldn't remember them.
Girls.
All right.
Captain, I thank you for saving them.
They look hurt.
Yeah, he looks pretty fucked up. They all look pretty
kids?
injured.
All right.
The kids
come
look injured.
Come here. They will cast Cure Wounds 3 times on each of them. Where's my D8?
Kids don't have a lot of HP, so I'm pretty sure you're going to get them back
Probably
up to full
up to
health just
full.
fine.
Yeah. That's 8 for the first one, 7 for the second one.
Yep,
Ooh,
they're
and
good.
11. We'll say 11 for Idris.
Okay. So Idris goes from being bloody to kind of being, oh, my Zoom is frozen. Are you guys still there?
Give it a sec.
Oh yeah.
We're good.
We're here.
Okay. As the healing kind of hits, it just goes from being bloodied and, visibly injured to looking a lot better. Bruised, worn, battered, but not on death's door by any means.
Are there any other injured?
He goes, kind of like shields the girls at the mention of that. And he kind of looks to you, Ednor, and he goes, "Be careful where you look. Some of your companions were not very fortunate."
As I think, I'm like, there's just the goblins.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's
just the goblins.
Oh.
Kind of good.
unfortunate.
Edenor did not care for the goblins. The goblins did not care for Edenor.
I think with this sort of introduction happening, I'm going to mention to the captain, Captain, we brought you some reinforcements, and I think Lycus wants to start giving out orders to the Gripply and the lizards, if that's okay.
Sure, go for it.
All right, everyone, we need to scour, find survivors, bring them out. Gripply, in this sunlight, you're not in the best conditions. You are guides. Get them back to safety. Lizard folk, you're on. Your job is to find people and get them out of danger. Everybody else, if you can heal, set up, heal, move on.
Yeah, I think immediately falling into almost like this militaristic quality, Crest just sets up like medical triage.
Okay.
And
If we could gather all the injured in one place, I could do something to assist them. But I need them in one place.
Then I'm going to say the two of you are kind of working towards the same goal here. So one of you can roll a medicine check at advantage, or you can both roll separately.
I mean,
you good
I
at
was
medicine?
going to
Because
use.
I'm good at medicine.
Yeah, I'm also good at medicine. But I was also going to use my devotee sensor if they all got in range.
Okay, yeah, we'll get to the HP and stuff in a bit, but
okay. And then I mean,
so what are we doing?
What's your
+5?
Okay, I got a +4, so you can roll it.
Okie dokie.
Don't mess it up.
I didn't. It's a
good.
12 + 5, 17.
Okay.
17. Yeah, you're able to kind of construct a little bit of a makeshift triage sensor, right? The lizard folk have been kind of snapping to and looking around, getting people. They bring back the bodies of 2 goblins who look like they're beyond your saving, but they do bring back the body of a bugbear, 3 of them dragging this large bugbear over to you. And you can see he's got like these giant gashes in his chest, right? He's got shrapnel in his legs, right? But he seems to be breathing.
All right, buddy.
Is there any more or just the bugbear?
They also bring back a what do you call it? Kalishtar.
Okay.
I don't know, you recognize this person as Kovari. So it's a Kalishtar. She's got the, like this long white hair that's kind of, brought into a braid, wearing essentially sailors kind of robes, right? And kind of a long leather cloak, like a duster, and then kind of loose fitting underneath. And she is injured, but also breathing.
Okay. Do I make a separate check for her?
Well, that was just to set up the triage center, I think.
Yeah, that was just to set up the triage center. Because I think, Eleanor, you've got something you said we're going to do for healing.
Yeah. I will. I'm going to also summon the captain over since he's still pretty beat up. And whoever else that is injured.
Lycus, you should join us.
Yeah. Lycus, you should stand over here for a little bit.
Yeah, order people to go save people as I look almost as fucked up as everyone else, if not worse.
And as I am mumbling a prayer to Tazarin, you start to see and I'm using, now that you notice that, this flail that I was using is also a sensor. So on the inside, you can start seeing this like white, thin cloud start to come out of it, kind of like it has if incense is burning. And then and I'm going around within a 10-foot circle to make sure I get everybody within it. And for 1 minute, you get every turn a creature gets 1d4 hit points.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
So you can roll 10d4 if you want.
Yeah, if you do that for a minute, I'm going to say, I mean, they all, Kanari starts to immediately improve after just a little bit. The bugbear, steadily goes from, let's see. Cress?
Mm-hmm.
I'm guessing, that you guys would probably kind of try to remove the shrapnel out of this guy, right? And kind of heal him up, right? Mm-hmm. So I will say he can get healed, but he won't get healed all the way unless someone kind of, takes care of some of these other injuries.
Yeah, they'll absolutely do that. They're looking at, I don't know, like, Jesus Christ, fucking ASMR, they're always goddamn amazing.
Fucking OP shit.
Oh, you wanna it's like some Latin ass sound music coming out of this.
So do you want me to make a medicine check?
Medicine
then?
check, please.
Okay.
Yes.
21.
21, yeah, easily enough. You were able to kind of, dislodge all of the shrapnel without, kind of causing any sort of further injuries. And some of them are in some pretty precarious spots, kind of looking like they could brush up or possibly nick an artery. Yeah. There's a small moment there where you find like a gallbladder just kind of has like a thin little laceration, but you're able to kind of just druid magic mend that shit back together. Yeah.
Can I flavor this that they will
Sure.
Rather than casting it on anything, they'll cast frostbite in their hand and use kind of the ice for numbing and keeping the swelling down and everything, and keeping the blood flow to a minimum.
Absolutely.
Do some
That's a
cauterizing with flame.
Yep. Yeah, this guy, he's going to be back to full health in no time. He's good. Between Eleanor and those excellent that excellent triage, he's gonna make it. You guys definitely saved his life.
All right. Well, since he's feeling better, can I give him a slight nudge and tell him to get back to work?
The bugbear?
Yeah.
Hey,
Oh, yeah,
I don't recommend that.
You remember? Yeah.
He's a sailor. He knows how to work. Go help some people. Earn your healing.
Okay. So he's asleep. You come over. You try to wake him up. You said how are you waking him up?
I was hoping to just kind of kick him over.
Roll me an athletics check.
It's a good thing I'm good at athletics. No, I'm good at acrobatics.
Oops.
No, that's not bad though. 15.
15. Okay, so he is kind of like Cress and Edenor have him kind of on top of a pair of crates, so he's kind of raised up almost like on a table, right? As soon as he's kind of healed his wounds, kind of magically kind of stitched back in, and his breathing stabilizes, Lycus comes up and just kind of kicks one of the barrels, kicks one of the crates, and causing it to kind of tip over, and he kind of just rolls onto the floor, and he's damn it. What?
Sailor, I'm not sure if you've seen, but there's a bit of a catastrophe. Come on, get to work. You just got healed. We're awake. Let's get to work, everybody. And
All
I think
what are you doing? The Chris is so angry at this. They just did this healing with Edenor. What the fuck are you doing to help? You go. Like,
I'm
immediately furious.
I'm gonna go find hurt people.
All right,
And
bye.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with the bugbear, try and lift up as many big things as I can.
I'm imagining Cress is just chasing Lycus out of the tree.
Yeah, you try to get him to kind of move with you, and you kind of like roll me a persuasion check or intimidation, however you want to flavor a charisma check, because talk. This bugbear of yours, he is not the most cooperative creature.
Yeah, considering he used to be a slaver, I'm gonna go with intimidation.
Sure.
All right. I have a +4. Cool. 17.
17. Yeah. Give me that intimidate. Because you kind of like push on his shoulder to go, and he kind of like shrugs you off.
All right. I think. Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and just with like it's a burst. It's not like a full transformation or anything, but just some of the wolfness comes out, and he roars in his face. I said, get to work. And I push him again, and I follow him. I'm not gonna like not work with him, but we have people to save. Now stop being lazy and earn your keep.
And I'm just gonna, as that's happening, I'm just gonna mention over to Chris. I will say the bugbear does tend to be a little lazy. So
He just survived the crashing of an airship.
Oh, you're not wrong. I agree with you immensely, but there is some backstory to it, so I wouldn't feel too bad for it.
All right. All right.
And he does kind of look to both yourself, Cress and Edenor, as he's kind of like getting ready to move, follow Lycus. Kind of runs his hand along the scars, and he goes, "Thanks, thanks."
Yeah, of course.
You're welcome.
Okay, so you guys kind of continue looking for survivors. You find, let's see, how many of these UNT survived this thing? Cool. You find 7 UNT.
Ooh.
Yeah, 7 of them made it. Right.
Alrighty.
So you've got Kanari, who is kind of the first mate. You're able to find, several automata who are, broken but still operational. With enough, kind of work and fixing, they could possibly be repaired.
Are any of them the store guy?
You're not there, but we'll see.
Okay.
He's his supply.
Well, yeah. Supply manager.
So you guys have your injured, and between Edenor and Cress's triage, right? And you're able to kind of get everybody kind of, mobile again, stabilized, right? You can see, Captain Idris, though, his body is fine, his heart is not, as he kind of just looks at the remains of his ship kind of just smoldering here on, these dry, barren shores.
How far are the Whisperwoods from the Ironwood?
Roughly, kind of depending on where you're at, but I would say knowing where the Froggrove is, Cress, to the Ironwood, that journey would probably take you about 20 days on foot.
Okay.
That's if you're moving like properly,
Mm-hmm.
good full days of travel, no difficult terrain, so ideal conditions.
I'm gonna walk up to the captain and just say, "Do you think she'll ever fly again?"
I don't know.
Well, I will do whatever I can to help you. I promise that. I appreciate what you did to assist us back there. I don't know what that was, but it was involved with the scum and the monarch. So.
Yes.
Sorry. No, you first. I apologize.
No. Yeah, he says, yes, thought it, at first it seemed, it wasn't going to be that difficult of a fight, but as soon as he turned, those shields came up. It was a different matter entirely.
It was between fighting on the ship and fighting on the ground. It deployed this monstrous material, and I believe it has left its mark on all of us. And I look at my hand with the red pulsating stuff coming out from the black hole. I believe it may have been cursed or marked, but that's okay. I always did like a challenge.
And the Gripply, they're okay?
Yes. They survived and fought, and Lycus spoke on your behalf. So that's why they all came to assist, even out of the initial fear of the past. So I believe your mission is still successful.
My mission's only successful after I report back to my superiors.
Well, we'll get there.
Who are they?
The sanguine sodality of Snarls. They are the ones who I belong to their order. I was meant to come out and try to understand what was going on with magic at the moment, and then make allies if we can.
All right. Well, do I know anything about the sanguine sodality?
Yeah, you would not have heard about this.
Okay.
Well, I could say, how rude of me. I did not. Captain, this is Chris. Chris, this is the captain.
He
Hi there.
takes your hand lightly, Cress, and he goes, "Thank you so much for everything you've done for me and my people."
Oh, likewise. I don't know how you got my name. What's your name?
Yeah, that's true.
Because what wasn't Pim yelling out Cress?
That's fair. Yeah.
Nobody's yelling out Edna, though.
Yeah, that's
No one's
fair.
yelled out Eldonor.
Oh yes,
Edenor.
I am Edna.
Captain Idris. You're Edenor?
Yes.
And I'm so sorry. Who do you worship?
Well, I am a servant of Tazra.
Does that ring a bell?
Tazrin? Oh yeah, without a check. Tazrin is kind of like the second in command god in the Pantheon of Oros. He's like, there's Thadril, who is the god of creation, who's kind of like the big guy. And then Tazrin is one of the earlier descendant gods or elder gods.
All right.
At least that is my branch of worship.
I understand. They look a little confused. Would I know? Bahamut's in a completely different pantheon then, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. They kind of look at the vessel. You're about 20 days hike from a dry dock, but I don't know how to get this vessel back to the Ironwood.
Well, fortunately for us, the city of Snarls is significantly closer. We can make our way there, and my people would be able to help get her home at least. Whether or not she'll fly again, it's hard to say. But I would very much like to get out of this desert and see if we can't find some shelter somewhere.
Well, I'm sure we can get over closer to the Gripply village and spend some time there.
Okay.
For the time being. It has shelter, it seems.
Okay. So we'll say you guys kind of start making your hike back over. The Gripply start to really struggle though. Like after going there and looking around, scouting, that kind of stuff, and then kind of making the hike back, they're starting to have a hard time keeping up. right? It starts off with a few of them just kind of like stopping and sitting, and then the others kind of trying to encourage it to go along. You can see their skin is dry, like paper dry, and starting to kind of like crinkle and stuff. I mean, the sun is brutal. There's no clouds, and it is just like a noonday the whole entire time, and it's very humid because of all the plants just kind of rotting and, you know, kind of making the air super sticky.
I will. Some of the weaker ones, I'll pick up a couple of the weaker Gripply.
Okay.
Carry
Make me a Constitution check. Or athletics,
Poison
if you have
Gripply?
athletics.
That is a 21.
21? Okay. You're able to at least carry 2 Gripply, right? Because
Okay.
you also are still wearing your armor. And
Yep.
it is getting harder to kind of be in that armor. Because you have heavy armor, I believe.
No, it's medium.
Medium? Oh, then you're fine, actually. Never mind. You're fine. Yeah, you're able to kind of carry these guys. It's sticky, right? You're sweating. But you're not like, you know, you're far from like getting exhausted.
Did you know Asimar sweat perfume?
Oh,
God
good to
bless
know. That's canon.
I'm used to sandalwood. You smell different.
Yeah, there you go.
Old Spice.
What is your perfume smell there, Adenor?
It varies depending on what he ate last.
Oh my God.
So what was his last meal? Let's see.
I don't
What
think
would
we've
he
had a
eat?
meal.
Yeah,
We haven't
what
eaten
was the last time he ate on the ship? I'm just curious.
Last time we ate on the ship,
Yeah.
it was probably,
Morning.
Oh, I
Yeah,
mean,
let's
like,
say-
what did he eat though? Like,
let's say it was probably
Fish?
bacon and eggs.
No.
bacon and
Fish,
eggs.
fish.
Okay, so then it's like a very, if it was bacon and eggs, it's kind of very earthy tones, makes you think of like a farm or something like that. You know, it's always going
Yeah.
to be something that reminds you of what it was that he ate.
All
So if
right,
it's like
that's
fish, it's going to kind of have like an ocean breeze scent to it. You know,
I'm so glad you said
Less.
that. Yeah.
it's not going to smell like fucking bacon and eggs.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's gonna
It's going to be like something associated with it that's really nice.
If,
So
if
Chris
you did
is-
smell like bacon and eggs, Lycus would be very.
Yeah, it would be a
impressed.
problem.
He's like, I'm hungry.
I choose.
I'm getting hungry just talking about this.
I'll be
Yeah.
worried about the lizard folk actually.
Yeah, right.
Oh, yeah.
Press is
Which
super
reminds-
weak, but they will like help support. I don't know, probably the Kalishtar.
Sure.
Just like help support whoever they can back. They cannot carry people. I have a 6
Yeah.
strength, you guys.
7.
Can we have taken a like a piece of scrap metal from the crash and some vines and made like a sled to pull some of the weaker
Oh.
folks?
Okay.
Because I want to be pulling that with the bugbear.
Sure.
Except the bugbear
Uh,
barely win anything.
Oh, yeah.
Oh no.
barely.
Let's see. Make me a.
Someone else built it. I just suggested it.
Someone else builds it. That's
Yeah, I'm not
hard,
smart
then.
enough
Okay,
to do
in that
that.
case, you know, you suggest it, right? And one of the automatons is able to just kind of like, you know, whip up kind of, you know, a basic little idea of what you were looking for, right? With ropes and like proper paneling from the ship.
See, that's what we call 3 wisdom, 0 intelligence.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
Okay, you guys are able to kind of make it back to the Gripply village. Luna and Pim, before they make it back though, the two of you said you were going to go see the Pond Mother.
Yes.
And as we're walking there, I'll try and dust myself off, realize it's not working, and be like, "Okay, Pim, you must always look proper for, you know, situations such as this. I'll cast Prestidigitation on myself and Pim, and it'll show up like a circle, sort of glitters that are, you know, emitting from it from the top to bottom, and just like all the dust, dirt comes off at the same time."
Okay.
Thank you, Miss Luna.
Yeah,
Okay.
you guys are
I
looking
just
spick
enjoy
and
the
span.
feeling of being clean for a moment. And yeah, trot on up.
Yeah.
Okay, you make your way up to, you know, kind of this little like mound, looking out into this one small section of swamp left in the Froggrove. Right, there's kind of a stone overhang providing like a whole bunch of providing like a good bit of shade inside there, right? And you can see splashes kind of just like moving around from underneath the shade. I think you both have dark vision, right? So you're able to kind of make out the pond mother in there, kind of, partial, like halfway submerged, right? It's large, bulbous, froggy form, just kind of blowing, just kind of a big ripple of bubbles. There are several Gripply who are kind of, like laying in the pond, just trying their best to stay moist.
Hello, pond mother. I do a little curtsy.
I'll do a little like hands like this, little bow. Greetings.
Okay. The two of you roll me. Pim, roll me. Yeah, both of you roll history check.
History.
Not good. 9.
Not great. Also a 9. What is
Hey,
this?
guys, 12s and 9s. Yeah.
Wait, let me see something. I have something regarding history checks. I don't think it. No. Magic items, alchemical objects, or technological devices.
Okay. Yeah. So you stand before the pond mother, you make your greetings, and you hear kind of in a almost like struggling kind of tone. Greetings. Says, who are you?
My name is Paminia Knackle, and I believe my parents, Verena and Brock Knackle, told me to come here. I thought they would be here, but I don't see them.
You do remind me of someone.
I didn't hear that. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, he says you do remind me of someone, is what it says.
So they were here? Did you see them? Are they okay?
Kind of leans forward a bit, kind of, causing some ripples, and kind of like gets real close up to you, right? Kind of moves one of its eyes over. You can see its eye is, like milky and old, right? You can tell that it, has a tough time kind of sensing things as it gets right up next to you, right? And you can kind of feel just this sense of warmth, moisture radiating from its body. And goes, you are the child of Brock Knackle.
Yeah, I am.
Kind of leans back up and goes, Brock left something for you.
Nice.
Okay, it's a good sign.
And the pond mother kind of leans back, right, up on all fours. Kind of presses back, inhales a whole bunch of air. You see it's kind of like its chin begin to swell and expand, and kind of just like swallows the air. Its stomach starts to kind of expand, right, and then it kind of goes and burps out just a ton of water. It smells pretty bad.
Thank
but
you.
in the water you find almost like a rolling pin. It's about the length of a rolling pin, and you can see it's got like these kind of little ornate handles on the side, and it seems to be made of some sort of clay. Both of you can go ahead and roll me. You're fine. Both of you can go ahead and roll me history checks.
History.
I'm gonna hold my nose, and as that thing landed on the ground, I'm casting prestidigitation on it too.
Is this considered a magical item, alchemical object, or technological device?
Technological device is pushing it. I'll give it to you.
Okay.
We can talk about it afterwards as a form of debate, as a point of debate, but
Not great anyway. Wait,
if he's 12?
11.
11 and 12?
No, hold
Or,
on. 3. Okay, 3 plus 5. Yes, it's 11. Yeah.
Okay. You kind of hold it, and you can see that it's got like, it's not like a perfect circle, right? It's a little heavy. And you can see that it's got sort of these like pressed indentations along the side of it, right? And it's almost like a perfect circle. It's like a little clay cylinder, right? Neither of you are quite sure what it is, but the pond mother kind of leans back down, causing kind of like a wash of water to kind of, go up to you, kind of just like wash up against your ankles and stuff. I mean, I should say this pond doesn't smell great either. It's got like a lot of bugs and stuff and fire, dragonflies stuff humming around, and kind of leans forward. Brock left for you.
Okay. Do you know what it is?
Story.
Oh. So there's markings on it?
Mm-hmm.
I want to start to check out the markings and see if I can read them.
Sure. It's not a language you're familiar with, but you can see, well, actually tell you what, roll me an investigation check. Let's see what you see.
Okay. 9.
Unfortunately, the best that you can get is that there are certain ones that repeat, right? You can probably ascertain that it is some sort of language, but you don't know what kind. You don't know what the language is, and you don't know what it says.
Just to be sure, do you know I speak a lot of languages?
I'm pretty sure you don't speak this one, but what do you speak?
Aquan, Common, Deep Speech, Elvish, Gnomish, Primordial, Sylvan.
How the fuck did you guys get so many languages? Holy crap.
Yeah, like
I know,
Yeah.
like 2.
No.
Yeah.
Background.
Okay.
Team more shit up.
Yeah. Okay. Do you know? So it was just my father. He was here. Was my mother here, Brina?
Just Brock.
Okay. Did he say anything about my mother?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
No. Yeah.
Thank you, Pond Mother.
Thank you, Piminia. You can tell, like, this is it's hard for this individual to kind of continue having this conversation. Like, it's struggling to speak.
Yeah. I'll just curtsy and back away.
Okay.
Would you like me to take a look at that? Was there something you
Yes, please.
can understand, or? And
Can you
I'll
read
take hold
this?
of it. If not as I am right now, but if you give me around 10 minutes or so.
Of course.
Then I'll go sit down, cross-legged. I'll have the plate in my hands, and I'll try to ritual cast comprehend languages.
Okay. You go ahead. You take 10 minutes to cast that. The other team, you guys were gone for a little bit longer than this, right? So you cast that. So you guys will kind of join in here in just a moment. Luna, you cast your thing. So you get to know, you can read the language now?
Yeah, you can understand any written language that you see, but I must be touching the surface on it. So I guess I'm tracing it with my hands.
Okay. Yeah, Pim, you watch as Luna kind of, begins kind of tracing over the surface of this thing, right? You see, a little bit of light, magical light, just kind of, gleaning the essence from the roll. Luna, you get the following text.
Oh crap, that's a lot. It's more than just a couple words.
Okay. You can send it to me if you want, and I can just read it. Or you can read it out loud.
Or you can read it out loud.
Yeah.
Whatever you prefer.
So I guess I'll be reading it as I go along. So Once upon a time, there were 3 adventurers, a Gripply, a Goblin, and a Lizardfolk. After a long day of exploring the mysterious wilds of the jungle, they were ready to settle down for the night. They noticed the campfire of a dashing gnome explorer. After some brief introductions, the handsome gnome asked them, "Have you heard about a dragon that lives in these jungles? Rumor says its lair is supposed to be nearby. I'd hate to give it a reason to want to hunt me." The Gripply responds, "The dragon's breath would roast me dry. Therefore, we Gripply would never want to meet it up close." The Goblin says, "Well, the people of the city have always done right by the dragon, and therefore, we don't have to fear its wrath. Perhaps you'll be safe if you could find your way to Muldan or Dan." Sorry, I just felt the need to add my own twist to it. Spin. Continuing, with recommendations like those,
you interpreted it, so
I should plan not to be around for much longer. With recommendations like those, I should plan not to be around here for much longer. What about you? The gnome asks, turning to the lizard folk. Can you help me deal with the dragon? The lizard folk responds in Draconic. No, already made deal with dragon. Does that mean anything? You've heard this story before?
No,
No?
I don't know this one.
Okay. I'll also, based on memory, I'll take out my notebook and write it down. I'll just have it for later.
Nice.
Okay. Pim? We'll say you spend kind of the rest of your time doing that for a bit, Luna, right?
Yeah.
Pim, is there anything else you'd like to try to do while Luna's kind of copying that down?
I guess not.
Okay. We'll just say the two of you kind of pass the time in each other's company, kind of reviewing over this and kind of theorizing about what this text could be and what it could mean. And it's while you're in the midst of doing that the rest of the party, with several Gripply who are looking worse for wear, like stumbling along, kind of come back with a group of survivors and automata. Among them, the 2 children, Yoma and Sarah, and Captain Idris and Konari, and Talk, who is, working begrudgingly with Lycus to bring back the fallen, right? And just like, some of the automata who are still functional and can be repaired, but don't have the ability to kind of bring themselves over. So that's what you see as they're kind of coming in.
I'll hand the plate back to him right afterwards.
Okay.
Can we get the Gripply into the water?
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. You guys kind of continue up, leading them over to the Pond Mother's pond, and the Gripply, kind of start just kind of submerging themselves, right? It is still very hot water, right? And you can see that at least they're moist, but they're still having a tough time. Like they're like,
Okay. Cress will, making sure not to touch any of them with this, will along the edge of the pool, so not even in the water, but they'll just slowly, methodically start doing this. They'll pace the perimeter of the pond, just casting frostbite along the edges, where it can just kind of melt and bring the temperature down a little bit. But they will do this for the span of like 10 minutes as they just like slowly go. And for the first time, without even thinking of it, as they do this, the ice starts to form out of their hand, and rather than just touching along the wall, it will start to take shape, and their movement kind of shifts as they're going through this. It almost looks like they're still walking, but they're like swimming through the air as this sort of dance partner made completely out of water emerges, and they will spin it into the center of the pond as they cast Create and Destroy Water. They create water, and it settles into the center of the pond, kind of raising the water level.
okay, that's awesome. Roll me a wisdom check at advantage.
Wisdom. How was a natural one? That was better. Just a wisdom check. 17.
And you can add your proficiency as well.
19.
Okay. Yeah, the Gripply, you can see they're kind of all, struggling to kind of keep it together, right? And as you kind of start cooling it, they start to kind of just look a little, appreciative, right? As you kind of continue making your way around. And then as you get to the part where you're creating water, they all just kind of stare like almost dumbfounded as Crest creates that, that dancing water partner. And as it kind of goes out to the middle and the water comes down, you just see the Gripply are in absolute awe. They are incredibly grateful, right? With just your insight, you can tell. And you see them all of a sudden, they just light up with hope, right? And they all just kind of like look around and they're just, nodding along and they're thanking you in a language that you are not really familiar with. As they kind of, just usher a bunch of croaks and praise on you.
Oh. They will look over to send help. They will look over to
Send help.
My notes. Gazalik. Say, are you able to do that?
Actually, Gazalik isn't there.
Oh shit.
As you kind of look around for Gazalik, and the rest of you can kind of notice this as well. You see there is the group of lizard folk who are all kind of together, right? And you see that they seem to be kind of having some sort of an argument at the moment, right? You okay there, Max?
Yep, I'm good.
Don't say anything. It's fun to watch.
It's fun to kind of watch him nod off, but yeah. Well, let's just
I'm doing good. I'm just zoning in.
That's okay. We'll say this. You guys are able to kind of notice that little confrontation between the lizard folk, and you are all it's getting the attention of everybody. It's not subtle at all, right? So we can say we pick up there as you guys are kind of approaching that little argument between, it looks like Gazalik and the surviving 4 lizard folk.
Wait, Gazalik is there?
Gazalik is there.
What's that? They'll ask in Draconic. What's wrong? What?
No, well, let's pick up from here. Oh, it looks like just like some kind of like an argument more than anything.
Okay.
But it looks like it's getting pretty heated, right? But it's just amongst those lizard folk. It looks like the 4 versus Gazalik. Yeah, let's pick up with it there when you guys kind of approaching that and seeing what's going on there.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna pretty much run up to Crest next session because I was gonna ask a few things.
Yeah,
Okay.
I was
And
gonna be
roll
looking
dice.
for Gazalik too.
Yeah, you guys can all kind of converge as Gazalik is, arguing with these lizard folk.
Okay.
Good to
Alrighty.
me.
Yeah. All right. Good work, guys.
That was a
You
good
are
session.
in the Froggrove, right? The aliens are gone, and now it's just a matter of trying to figure out what happens next.
Ooh, I have the next clue.
Mhm.
Clue. Dad.
So
Yeah,
Good
it got
job,
really
guys.
warm in my
Whoa.
apartment real quick. I was like, oh, this is really comfortable.
I know
was
I
like-
could kind of see Max like kind of like. Whoop, whoop.
Oh,
all right.
you're fine.
I had like, I don't know what it is, but any repetitive like background music, it
Yeah.
just puts me down.
It's
And this
piano
one
too.
is-
Is like very low.
This one is
Yeah.
very like
Uh,
lulling.
I'm like, it's so nice. I'm warm, like that. David's got a soothing
Perfect
voice
time-
going
perfect
on.
time
He's
for a nap.
describing stuff. I'm
You just
like,
ate recently too, so like that's
I
kicking
did.
in
Yep.
as well.
True.
Digest, rest and digest.
Everybody loves their top of the afternoon nap. I'm considering one myself now.
I honestly was like, 2:00, that's okay, nap time.
Gearing up for a short rest after that action.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Well, we could say if you guys, maybe not quite a full short rest time. Yeah, sorry. I was gonna say we could try to say, but everybody was kind of doing stuff.
Yeah. We'll get one early on next time. How about let's plan on.
We'll get a long rest.
Yeah,
We have
thank
to
you.
make
fucking hope
do
so.
this. Otherwise, David will never let us rest.
Yeah.
Well, then
we
we're
have
not
to-
leaving.
We need
Yeah.
to advocate for rests.
Fuck that.
Go
Time passes.
ahead. Yeah. You go ahead and take your long rests whenever you feel ready for them.
Ready for him, but available never.
Okay.
You're in a pretty peaceful place at the moment.
Yeah,
Just to be sure, Gub Dub survived, right?
Gub Dub did survive. Yeah, Gub Dub's there.
Wubba
Gub Dub is.
Yeah,
Wubba Dub Dub is there. Wubba Dub Dub is the furbolg who lives among them. And then there's the hippo man who lives in the boat.
Oh yeah, I want to see the hippo man.
No, I need to meet the hippo man.
Yeah, I've got a lot of questions.
Is it mostly about being a hippo?
What are you?
No.
What big
where is
teeth
the
you
hippo
have
man?
for a
Is he on
man?
Yeah, he is in
I see
the
him.
corner down there.
I
Yep.
feel like
Yep.
he's a get off my lawn kind of guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With his rifle.
Yeah, and a pipe in his mouth.
Yeah.
He's like, now you just stay over there. Stay off my boat.
This is like pretty much exactly what he looks like.
Oh,
Oh my god,
my God.
what a Chad.
I love him.
I like it.
Amazing.
That's awesome.
I
All
love
right.
the boat.
There you go,
Cool.
sir. You stay back on your ship there. All right.
Would I?
What
Sorry,
are-
using comprehend languages. Would I recognize what the language was, or do you think it's just like
I don't know
it's
if you
just
get the
an
identity of the
auto-translator?
language.
I think you'd have to read the
it's-
spell, but
Yeah, let's
not
take
sure.
a look. See. Let me see. Comprehend languages.
No, just understand it. Never mind.
Yeah.
Okay, just checking. Because then Brock wrote it in a language that Tim doesn't know.
or he found it that way.
I feel like this was written by Brock.
It is. It seems to be about Brock. We'll discuss. Let's close out and then we'll
Yeah,
discuss.
yeah.
That'll be interesting.
All right. So I guess that's it for today's episode of Heroes of Histaeria. Thanks for watching. Thanks for chilling with us. Catch us again next time as our heroes, kind of figure out what the fuck's going on in this place. Till then, you can check out all the other shit we got going on here on Delta Cryptid. We've got Ollie, run us through our catalog of content.
So on Mondays, my wife and I, we have Judging Nerd Culture. On alternating Wednesdays, we have this lovely program, and also Tales from Terra. And on Fridays, I'm putting out gameplay of Elden Ring or whatever other game is playing at that time that I have not finished yet.
Oh, it can range.
It might range. I don't know. It depends how long Elden Ring takes me to finish. We'll see. And for now, that's everything.
Cool.
All right. So yeah, thanks guys. We'll see you around. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.